fine wooden floor, what's left of it.
9 healing to any who need it.
I will do healing.
Chompy desires healing.
I thought
Yay.
you spent all your spells there, Belrus.
Wait, oh, so you didn't just give out free heal points?
Oh, yeah, no, she gave healing. I thought you were meaning like you were going to cast a healing spell.
No.
Chompy could use
Nah.
some heals too, you know.
Yeah.
How dare you
Spells
still
for
healing from the
everybody.
glorious Chompster.
Everybody gets 9 health, including little Chompy.
Oops.
That's good. Chompy's heals are the most important.
Anything else in terms of a recap from you guys?
I mean, that's about what happened. We fought, things blew up, we all almost died. We heard a horn off in the distance and war engines. But it turns out they might not be enemies.
That sounds about right. Do we remember who they were or where they came from?
Other castle.
It's the
Farine
guy that's supposed to be here, like one of the holy people or something.
Yes.
I remember.
Who are the people that are meant to be here? What's their order? Who stations these castles?
I don't actually have that written down. Damn.
Dolgus doesn't know anything about knightly orders. I mean, why would he?
Hogus barely remembers that he can wipe his own butt.
I mean, when you live in a swamp with lizard folk, you just swim around a little bit and it just kind of washes off on its own.
Fair.
Oh, let me see if I can find.
Does anyone know if there's any like feats that allow your animal companion to gain like the sort of like mutation thing the Eidolon has in evolution?
Yes, there is.
Excellent, because I want to give Chompy like 1 or 2 tentacles just to match Bakrug a bit.
You don't need them.
It's like mutated companion or something.
I think it's something like that. Or
I mean, I probably wouldn't even use them. I'd probably just Vital Strike with his bite, but at the same time, it's like, hey, now he matches the appearance of.
Right.
It requires 13 charisma and an animal companion, and you gain. I'll just link it actually.
Oh, 13 charisma. Never mind, I'm out.
What's the matter? Dolgus is super charismatic, right?
Well, I mean, if you're willing to let me bullshit you with that, sure.
Sorry, my ass was acting up. I had to find my inhaler. Oh, nope, I have no idea what their names are. I don't have it written down anywhere.
Fair enough.
All I know is they suck at their job.
If they suck at their job, then why do they have an entire like war machine setup of the orcs with a stack of orc bodies?
Because they suck at defending their keep, they're only good at offending. Offending the senses. Oh.
I mean, they do. They are the people that like start the crusades, so you know.
I don't know if one of these is ever going to talk. guess he's not important to us anymore.
I mean, he did say that, it is, the people who are supposed to be, your kind of thing that are like returning or something. That was his input.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, that they're some holy person. I can't
Lies.
remember exactly what I remember hearing it, but I can't remember what it was now.
They must not be important. That's all that matters.
Is the archbishop?
Not quite an archbishop, but he is a bishop of the area.
Yeah, see, I told you, not important. If we ain't dealing with the archdiocese, who are we dealing with?
We can go full Karen on him. I want to talk to your manager.
Hmm,
And demand access to all of your hidden secrets.
Right.
Jesus.
Well, with the amount of healing that you've managed to pick up and kind of trying to help pick you guys up, you have several corpses at the top of the castle. What is it that the party wants to do, noticing that this advancing party is heading towards the castle?
Grumpy's eating.
Trying to decide if this was all a mistake.
Well, at least we see that they're not an orc raid. They're a raid of people that are bringing dead orcs.
Did the gas fade away around the girl's body?
After some time, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna check her body.
Fair enough. There's a multitude of things on her. You're just rummaging around.
Yeah. Can I ready my bow and fire an arrow off into her head?
You can fire an arrow into her head, yes.
Sweet.
The body explodes. All the gears destroyed.
No. If I would have known it was a firebomb arrow. It's the fire all over again.
Wrong arrow equipped. Wrong arrow equipped.
That does happen. You're like, oh man, I used one of my premium arrows on the mooks.
You're playing a video game and you forgot you had a certain equipment on, and then you go and just like make an attack. It's like shit. Oh fuck! I didn't mean to do that.
No, what happens with me is I play in a game called Surgency, and I forget that I have my 40mm selected, and I shoot somebody in the face point blank with it. I go, God damn it! I just wasted that.
Yeah.
It doesn't go off point blank, but it sure as hell drops them. It's like, well,
You play Operation Firestorm Insurgency?
no, Insurgency Sandstorm.
There you go. Yeah. I know a lot of people that play that.
Anyway, back to the
Everyone left COD to go play that now because of COD being stupid.
So, they're coming. We're rummaging through people's gear. Darlin is sitting on the floor going, ow, ow, ow. This is worse than having to deal with elves. 20-eared bastards.
So what do we find on her body?
Fortitude saves.
Like, how many? I'm just playing.
30 of them.
30 fortitude saves? Alright, here we go.
I was well away from them. Do I need to make fortitude saves?
This is because he's rummaging through the body, but no, it's not actually 30 fortitude saves.
Oh, wait a minute.
At least one DC 30 fortitude save. Good luck with that.
Where the hell is my fortitude at?
Oh, you
And
don't
did-
need to
oh,
roll.
there it is,
You just
sorry.
fucking with you.
It's been penalized into oblivion.
Did it
But
roll?
if you
Okay,
die-
it rolled.
It
17.
did roll. It's doing weird. It's being weird things.
Yes, very big.
Because they have a new UI they're trying out, and it's fucking with everything.
Mm-hmm.
I tried
It's
to
some
talk this
bullshit.
out.
On on Malira, there's a number of things.
But I survived whatever I was rolling for, right?
Yeah, there wasn't actually much there. All the most notable thing that Sylph would notice is that whatever gas cloud permeated from her body seems to have like kind of melted down a decent portion of like the brittle glass vials she uses as alchemy tinctures. And so there's not many that have been left behind. A lot of the gear, particularly the clothing, has kind of been saturated in busted alchemical solutions, probably poisons or the like. So your 17 does keep you from, feeling the wrath of many of these.
Okay.
There
But
are
really
still,
sorry.
however, some items on her in vials that remain intact. If you'd like, you can toss me an alchemy check.
Will do. Skills. What would it be in craft?
Yeah, it would be a craft.
Well. Where's alchemy? Acrobatics and grace. There we go.
That is just enough to identify all the alchemical items that are on her personage. Seems like she's still got a couple vials of acid, a couple vials of alchemist fire, a couple tanglefoot bags, in addition to 2 doses of a particularly concentrated variety of drow poison, which you know would cause an individual to fall unconscious.
Yes.
Outside of that, in terms of more mundane gear, or at least things that you can immediately identify, she's got a water skin, she's got a good, healthy coin pouch of, gold, some thieves' tools. There's a locket, which seems in relatively pristine condition, so possibly magical. It is a little reminiscent of the one you found on the one named Screed Gorewillow, and in fact, when you crack this thing open, there is a picture of his self-same visage inside. There is a short sword of pretty decent make. The composite longbow here seems pretty nifty. There's some pretty nice daggers. The armor which she wears seems to be of similar line to some of the nicer armors you've seen. Special materials, probably. The complexion matches the daggers between the armor and the daggers. There is a fancy cloak, a nice headband, a nice belt, and as you're noting, there seems to be a particularly interesting hat.
Ooh.
There are also a couple of spiraled, gnarled wooden sticks that she seems to carry on her right, like belt strap, or not belt strap, leg strap, and a couple potions, or at least what you would assume to be potions, of particularly pristine red clarity. If you had to guess, they're some sort of curative, but their strength you're unsure of at this moment. She seems to have been true to her word. She is quite loaded.
Yes.
Right, Sylph will gather all that up and run over to Ava and show her the goodies.
I'm gonna, just say that for the sake of moving through all of this loot and not dragging game down too long, that with some time you'll eventually be able to discern all of these. If Ava didn't get it in the next few days of travel, some of your compatriots could probably prepare like identifier things of that nature in order to assist.
Oh, Sylph is just putting it in the most responsible one's hands.
Oh yeah, no. For the purposes of making sure that your items are cataloged and inventoried, Ava, quote unquote, has them unless they get distributed out, as needed.
And Sylph will run back off into the bodies.
Darlin is eating sausages and hard biscuit and reading the note that he found on the one orc that talks about his payment and where it can be found. Trying to figure out if he knows where this fucking place is.
That's the remind me of the note again.
It was the note on the one dude who tried to run away that we killed up here on the roof. He was like the first dude, the first big bad guy that was supposedly leading this group. I think it was this dude.
That guy?
Yeah, that guy. The one with the broadsword.
Okay. That guy. 1 second, and I will read to you what that says.
So no, I wrote down I had the note. I just don't know what it says. I just know it talked about payment, and then I stowed it away. And Scott Beck continued.
Yes. Okay. So. So this is the loot. It's a decent chunk. So you look into the note, and effectively this is what you are met with. Screed has been murdered, and I seek revenge on his killers. Help me with this, and I will give you Screed's alchemical formula for the balm that soothes your burns. I have learned that his killers are traveling to Ghostlight Marsh by caravan and by way of Castle Everstand and further environs. Don't worry, there is no need for you to set foot in the swamp, however. There is a good chance that we might be able to rout them at Castle Everstand. I have taken to their number under particular guise. Meet me there, and we'll discuss how we wish to take them. Once this deed is finished, you will have your balm. Together we shall avenge Screed. Do this, and all will be secured. Malira.
Oh, jeez.
I look at it and go, well, she's dead and he's dead, and I just throw the paper on the ground after I use it to wipe my face.
Yeah, Sylph walks towards her and starts fondly remembering the sweet smell of coffee and just starts vomiting all over the place.
There's nothing left to vomit. You're just dry heaving at this point.
It's in the mind, dear guys. It's the thought that counts.
It's like
He's
a
just
cat
like
trying to get
straight
all
up,
the
yeah,
hair out of the cage.
yeah, just cat arching. This one's for Ethne. This one's for Gojin.
Go to
Calrian-
die? I can't remember.
Calrian looks over to Evan and
Oh.
goes, "Is he gonna be okay?
Eventually.
I know it's been a traumatic day."
You might have to ask me that
But-
question later because I have no idea.
From my understanding, he has 2 brain cells, and right now it looks like they're rubbing together and making that happen.
There we go. Perfect explanation.
I see. That is rather concerning.
Yeah, we know.
Sylph walks back. He's like, "Oh God, I almost had an idea, guys. Close one."
See my point?
Well then. Shall we make our way below in order to greet the oncoming forces?
Oh,
Or at
yes,
least
I
what
will
you
be
guys
right
looked
back.
at?
I look at Gochin and go, Gochin, help me up. I'm too tired and in too much pain as I'm chewing on a sausage.
He'll reach over to pull you up.
Did I ever go through Syracuse's stuff, or was I trying to get out of there before the roof
I
collapsed?
think you were trying to get out of there before
Okay.
everything collapsed on him.
I was trying to remember. I couldn't remember if I did or
I
not.
think you grabbed like one thing and then ran like hell, if I remember right.
Because I know I was
Right.
almost dead. I was at 2 points. So I don't think I ever went through
Swear,
this
I
shit.
think you grabbed like a weapon or something and you just ran after that.
I don't
Well, I
remember.
know that I know that Dolgus took Tark's bronze blade and now
Realized
has
that.
Tark's head on top of it.
Yes.
Oh right, I did do that.
And was parading it around. I do remember that.
I don't think
Now,
I don't think
here's
I
my
went
que-
through it. I think I just like killed him and then left because everything was on.
I think they did
collapsing.
something to piss me off, but I can't remember what they did to piss me off.
Now here's my question here, Zeno.
Yo.
He's got the head. It was an object now. When that bomb went off, is it just gone? Did the head just get vaporized?
Dolgus, give me a D100. Sure. Yeah, so effectively, like when that detonation, well, no, Dolgus was inside the tower, right? When that all went down.
I
That's
was
why he went
somewhere on
down?
the roof. I'm pretty sure it was
He was
Chompy
on
that
the
was
roof,
on the tower.
But he was on the
I was
roof.
on this roof here. Chompy was on the tower.
Well, no, so Chompy was on top of the tower, and I was sure that you were inside chasing after this guy. You had just cut his head off. Edna was in there as well. The
Yeah.
explosion went off. You two took reduced damage because you were inside of a structure.
Mhm.
So it buffeted that.
Yeah, could have sworn I was on my way out, but sure.
Yeah, you were on your way out, but you did get knocked unconscious, and she picked you back up.
Then my question remains of did the
Okay,
head
yep.
just, like,
Well, I'm
bounce down
parading
the
around the head.
staircase and get squished with the tower?
No, not my trophy.
I'm thinking it's probably fine for the most part. Maybe a bit crushed, but I
All
think
right,
it's
I'm still
still
I'm
together
still gonna
enough.
parade it around as a trophy on top of that weird bronze sword.
But yes, there is a nice hefty chunk of loots in the spoils of war for you.
I will be right back. I gotta go use the restroom.
Okay.
My stomach is revolting against me.
Okay, I found it. Do I have any players here?
Yes.
I'm here.
So, since I've got Anna here, the thing that you found on Syracuse's body was his receipt from the Metal Eater tribe. You were the one with the Dropbox of 3K in gems and other valuables. But the other portion of that receipt was that if Syracuse ever made it to Freedom Town, he would possibly be able to get one of these badges that allows for people
One
to
of these
pass
is
through.
badges.
Not one of these, but like there are badges that are given to people looking to avoid the ire of most orc clans that at least follow under the it's White Man tribe or something. double check this. Where is my book on the working claims?
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Same. You good, Derek?
Yeah, my stomach's killing me at the moment.
I feel you there, man.
I'm having spasms in my intestines.
Oh yeah, I definitely feel you there. We have similar pains, I guess, at the moment.
Hey, Cloudy Booty.
I blame Xeno. Somehow it's his fault.
Nah.
He bestowed Crohn's and GERD at the same time upon your intestines.
I've done nothing.
He's diseased me while I was unconscious.
He gave me GERD and possible Barrett's, so I mean, Xeno's been fucking shit up.
How the fuck did I do that, huh?
He made my liver fail on me.
No. You know what? Next time
Sounds
you
likely. I believe him.
next time you piss and moan about that kind of shit, I am not driving you to the hospital.
And I'm-
What?
and
That's
I'm-
not fair.
And I'm not
You know
gonna
what,
come help you.
fellas? Soon we'll be able to commiserate
Ah,
together.
baby.
So it'll be-
Yes, exactly. He'll be taking us both to the hospital.
You can call for an ambulance, see how that works for you.
I have insurance, thank you very much.
What the feeling?
I was more meaning Dave, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Dave.
I can't wait for you to come out though, man. It's gonna be really fun to meet you in person.
Yeah, I'll hopefully be here soon.
Where are you meeting up?
It's kind
Sorry,
of
I
a
was
private
getting
thing.
the snack.
Well, I don't know if Xeno wants anybody to know about it at the moment.
Oh, is there a wedding going down or something? Is that what this is?
Yes, me and Xeno have decided to get married without stuff.
Yeah, I'm
What
the
the-
flower girl.
What the hell is this blasphemy?
It's being
Oh,
held in Benton Harbor.
I want to crash this wedding just so I can maybe, take advantage of like the wedding vibes and maybe hook up with someone. We'll see.
It's in the very tip of Michigan, in the Shark. It's called Gay, Michigan. And it really is a town there.
Yes,
But
so,
that's
yeah,
where they're getting married.
yes,
Y'all
you
are-
can have.
Y'all are something else.
Near the black salt sand mines.
Do we have one of these here as well?
Ow, ow, ow! Why are you biting me?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So, but you got that, Anna?
Yep.
Okay, cool. You know what you got.
a
Syracuse's
lot.
stuff is pretty bog standard for Knights of Ozum. And quite honestly, since his body was in the tower, half of it probably got crushed.
Probably.
So it's not of much use.
What will be of use in Silsamine are these wagons this caravan is coming up with. I know that those ones won't be sabotaged.
What caravan?
It's
It's
not
What
not a
wagons?
caravan, it's a war wagon.
Well,
Uh,
anything
no,
with that's
these-
mowable, we will
these-
ride.
These are war machines, and they move very slowly. Like these are the
You walk fast.
trebuchets and like ballista things,
Gotcha.
But eventually they
To
would.
Freedom Town.
It's a little out of your way, but who knows? That being said,
Stuff to sell there. Yeah.
a group of Knights of Ozum kind of detach from the war machines and stuff as they near Castle Everstand. The townspeople have done what they can to stem the tide from some of the chaos and have kind of simmered about and somewhat kind of line up on the proper pathway into the outer gates into the city proper. You guys are able to head down and out of the castle to meet a small party of them. A man in relatively used but still nice robes of white and gold with the symbol of a winged sword across his almost tabard. Will bow to you all first. Flanking him are a couple of moderately dressed knights, with little regalia. Probably about the same level of decor that Calrian might have if in full regalia. Each with the mark of the Knights of Ozum. The priestly man would speak. Hello, I am Bishop Tullius. I see that you all have taken the time to. Here.
Leaving. Well, say bye.
Bye.
Sorry for interrupting. I'm a lot for that monster.
Bye, staff. Drink water.
They say drink water.
Actually,
I tell her I said only water.
fuck those guys. I got
Always
water.
rock out with your cock out.
Only water. No soda. No nothing else. Only water.
Okay, I failed you. I'm sorry.
And only rock out with your cock out.
She can't perform that, so I'm not repeating it.
God damn it. I'm gonna have to write her now.
Anywho.
Alright, bye.
Backtracking a moment. Hello, adventurers. My name is Bishop Tullius. I run the chapel here in town, but I was away at behest of Lady Quintaris in order to send word to Castle Farin in order for further reinforcements. Is she available at the moment? I see that there was a bit of a kerfuffle, as she believed may happen.
Well, she is, but she isn't.
You'll have to not speak in riddles, poor boy. I seek clarity in these chests.
I'm sorry. Just last time I was blunt about this type of matter, it caused a whole bunch of commotion.
You may speak your words true here.
She's dead.
That is a shame. She was a good friend of mine. We've served here at Castle Everstand for, let's say, the last 5 years. Her presence will be missed. And what of
only knew
the
her.
watch captain who would take her stead?
Also dead.
Also dead.
He looks to Athena and goes, I see. Was this of mutual issues that Lady Quintaris held, or? Seems striking that both leaders of this establishment would have fallen.
Sylph will look over at Athena and be like, "This is your territory," and back away.
Well, the captain was a traitor.
I see. Do you have proof of this? That is a
I believe I do, and I'll hand the receipt.
He would look it over and his brow would furrow. This tall man, half elven by nature, like deeper brown hair with as a note, those of elven heritage, even half elves, tend to have full colored eyes instead of like eyes with irises and things of that nature. So this man has like this cool, almost jade green kind of color for his eyes. Kind of looks over and furrows his brow a little bit and hands it back to you. That is quite troubling. It would seem that I have a lot of work to do in order to reestablish the hierarchy of command here at Castle Everstand. I am not a knight, but I do follow the same precepts that the knights do in following the edicts of Iomade. Vigil will need to be contacted, and I am sure that Eluna will have particular words with Sito. Yes. That being said, how fares the castle? We could only get a peripheral from our advance upon the area.
It's doing pretty shite.
Yeah, so like looks at them and then looks behind his shoulder and back at them again. It's like, how do you not see this?
Well, here's the thing. The castle, for the most part, stands. It's the upper portions of the towers that seem to have suffered much of the same damage, and the northwestern tower seems to have crumbled quite a bit. So,
This
while you can
tower
see
blew.
some, yeah, that tower also has some substantial damage to the top, but it was
Yeah.
enough that it did not impede your movement. It more collapsed the stairs. So that was
Oh,
a very
okay.
baby explosion.
I was picturing like this is all crumbled over here on the portion. And...
No. So this side over here took the biggest hit.
Okay.
This tower is basically fucked from like the second floor and up.
Okay.
And like this side's seen some decent damage where like it kind of is falling over in between here.
So it's just like somewhat collapsed, but hasn't like fully caved in on itself yet.
Right. Like it
Okay.
could be repaired given some time, but
a lot of
it's
money.
not a lost cause.
And
There's
a
a
lot,
lot
of money.
cobble.
What's that, Andrew?
I said, and a lot of money.
Yes, and a lot of money.
And like danger pay for people carting all that stone over here to be put to work.
Mm-hmm. It would appear that our masons are going to be well paid for a good long while.
Oh yes. They put quite the trap for us. Like the moment we arrived, they were breathing down our necks, thinking there was something aloof with us, and the same was with us. You know, we thought the same about them.
The knights are a superstitious lot, as well as there are many enemies that would see Lastwall's borders taken. Cultists of the Whispering Way, monstrosities from Ustalav, the orc hordes themselves, and their benefactors. There is much that Lastwall has to contend with, and the Knights of Ozum are already spread thin. Even the Crusades up in the Whirlwind called for their action. But I understand. Adventurers are a little bit of a mixed bag. There are those that will do great deeds to further their own glory or fill their own pockets. And then there are others that are simply looking to lend a helping hand. And of course, there are those that seek their own ends by whatever means are necessary.
Did they by chance happen to come with any type of medical response? Or like alchemists or anyone that can enchant?
You could certainly inquire. It would appear that you have a bishop of the church here, and
I
you
do.
know that the person in the chapel was capable of casting second level spells for you.
Okay.
So if this guy is the bishop, then he's possibly better endowed in magic than his subordinate.
What was his name again? What was the
Bishop Tullius. Here, I'll go
Tellius?
ahead and
There we go.
I'll type it out for you.
I was thinking it was Telvis. That's Tellius.
Tell me this. Whack.
Tullius, okay. Bishop Tullius, we have a really good friend of ours that came along on this journey. She relied on everything that had to do with sight, taste, and feel. And she had two of those vital senses taken away from her. Is there anything that we can do or you can suggest that can at least help her along with sight or taste or something to give her something back, some of her humanity that was taken away?
I would need to see this person, but the suggestions that you make seem quite grave.
I have gold, or I can get you gold.
He nods. My blessings from Iomade provide me a number of gifts. Let me see this ally of yours, and we shall see what I may be able to recommend.
Sylph will look at the party and ask if we can guide him over to Jess.
I hold out my hand to fucking
He's still dying and just bleeding out.
to coach and to help me back up again.
I've
You
been
are-
reading Darwin's sayings this whole time.
Just weeping blood a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of blood here. a little-
As you
There
ask,
it goes, the
As you ask
cool-
Gochin for aid, he goes, "You all have seen, if I may, quite the harrowing day. Let me bless you with some of Iomade's grace."
This is the last remnants of a sausage hanging in my mouth. I'm too tired to chew it.
Wow, these dice don't like you guys. You get another 9 back for anybody who needs hit points. That's
mean,
so
It's
bad.
better.
That's
I'm
an
probably
act.
not seeping blood everywhere now. I'm just, I look like shit.
He could spare another one. He's a cleric. He's got enough of these.
Hey,
There you go.
ah.
A couple small bursts of positive energy wash over the party. These feeling significantly more powerful than a single of Calrian's channels. But I suppose this would be the difference between a paladin and a cleric's channeling capabilities.
Yes. I'm now at 36 hit points instead of 6 hit points.
Yeah. I think that tops off a few people to a certain degree, or at least get you pretty close.
Oh yeah, I'm topped off now.
Yep, I'm healed.
Like, my max is 31.
Right. So,
I think what's Ava's max? 30?
Ava's probably healed. I just have not looked at their character sheet.
Oh, okay.
With
I
that
think
though,
Ava and I share the same, almost the same HP pool.
yeah, probably. That being said, you are able to lead Bishop Tullius to where you've left Jess Meeson in the care of the caravan. Kogan's
As-
kind of looking over her and like sees you kind of stroll up. Oh, hey, Syl. Yeah, so seems like there's not a whole lot I could do. I've tried to give her some stuff for the pain, things of that nature, but it's not looking good, man.
I appreciate it, bud. But we got a pastor here that, well, a bishop actually, that's gonna hopefully help. And he'll lean over towards Jess. Look, see who I brought here. Look who I brought here.
Darla just smacks you in the back of the head.
And
Her-
there's the Sylph goes trying to both help her and get laid in the future at the same time.
Tullius kind of steps forward and sees the gruesome visage. It's like, you poor Fireflower. I see what they've done. He kind of looks to you, Sylph, and it's like, I need not diagnose. The gifts that Iomade blesses with me each day will not be able to aid your friend here.
Oh,
They are a bit beyond my means. I apologize for not having strong enough magics in order to aid in this. But the best that I might be able to do is at least heal what physicality is here, but that will leave gaps. For her eyes, they have been rendered useless, and it would appear kinda can see a little bit of the mouthing towards Sylph of, I can't see in response to his look who I've brought.
Also,
The nub of a tongue.
Question:
Yes.
would it technically be easier to?
I lost
What?
you there, buddy. We have lost the Dolgus. His
Andrew?
voice is gone. Did he lose his tongue too?
Seems like it.
Chompy bit it off.
Andrew's pet got hungry and ate him. Oh well.
Sylphwood asks if there's any type of tool that could be used to help her out, like something to help her read with or write with, because he had the idea of a stick, but maybe he has something that's actually suited for it. Or if he knows of a town that has craftsmen or like tinkerers.
Those that have taken blindness eventually adapt to it in their own ways. Should she still have her hearing, there are possibilities that will heighten itself in the absence of these senses. Her ability to eat should likely be hindered, and so you may seek more liquid of food variety. While she may be able to chew, the tongue is pivotal for the consumption of tougher food stock.
So
There are
just
blessings that the
monitoring.
gods can bestow upon those powerful enough to channel them. I simply am not they. If you're perchance able to stop within vigil, the price may be quite a bit, but you may be able to source such magics out of vigil. It is a long journey. I know not your destinations or your goals, but that would be where I would place my faith. Beyond that, in terms of a writing utensil, whilst blind, a person's ability to write whilst not being able to see simply leans on the creativity that one might have whilst, looking nowhere. You may also attempt to seek a style of linguistics that lends to the sense of touch. There are a few translated texts of Aslanti that were done in such a fashion. It's an uncommon language to pick up, but I do believe that they called it Braille.
Hello.
Hello.
Braille.
I hear you.
Yeah, my question was, wouldn't it technically just be easier to kill her and then raise her?
Are you asking that in character?
Dolgus probably wouldn't, but actually no, Dolgus absolutely would. Dolgus,
No, you would. Don't lie. Don't get messed up, tact.
So out of character, could per se someone enchant a journal with share memory to where she could just have that journal be
Finish.
memories?
Andrew, you're bugging out over there, buddy.
fucking
mic-
hell.
Your mic is just not working with you. I got the fucking hell.
It's not my mic, it's literally my connection. Like everything, the power just all flickered. Just all
okay.
flickered in, and like the modem's still coming back online, I guess.
Oh, hey, there's
You're
that.
not the one living
Yeah,
in Virginia?
Apparently, Pathfinder has a crystalline that can store memories.
There are
But,
things that are similar to it, yes.
Ugh.
Anyway, yes, Dolgus does.
It says item from the Eberron campaign, but we're not in that one though.
We're not in Eberron now.
Ask
Yeah.
that. Fuck that. I'm not doing it again.
So yes, Adolgus apparently asked the question in front of everyone about killing her and raising her.
Can you hear me? I'm going to assume
We
no.
can hear you.
I'm
We can-
catching bits and pieces.
Yeah, we heard you a little bit.
Well, I'm not getting an answer, so yeah, that's the kind of thing. You're saying.
Oh, there it goes again.
Oh.
I heard him ask about the killing and raising thing, and that he was actually going to ask that in character.
I think I caught that too. Yeah. The question would become is how does the rest of the party react? Also, welcome, Pyrrhus.
Hello.
To kill Jess and bring her back?
Yeah.
I mean, if
Oh
she's coming
God.
back, would that fix her? As I look to the bishop.
You speak of the magics of druidic orders, the power of reincarnation.
No,
It-
no. Just kill her, raise her back. That's how it works.
That is not quite how that works. Allow me to explain.
Absolutely how it works. Unless you don't believe that's how it works, in which case it won't work because you don't believe in it. That's how magic works.
Allow me to explain my limited understanding of the blessings of the divine. The magics which raise a individual from death will do so, but in limiting factors. With the most basic of magics that perform this miracle, you require the body whole and hale, or at least as whole as it was. You cannot have the head separated or things of that variety. Anything that would leave them permanently dead upon raising.
So, option one, you're just weak. Option two, your god's weak. One of the two. I don't know which. Balkrog's strong though, so I'm fine.
The second will bring an individual back regardless of limiting factors. And the third, the most perfect variety, you need not even a corpse. The essence of these resurrections, however, if they were missing something before dying, i.e., her eyes and her tongue, they would be missing after the fact, with the exception of true resurrection.
Yeah, I think
finality
you're
of
wrong.
form.
The mid-tier thing worked just fine. I've heard of it done. Anyway, I'm leaving because this conversation's boring, and you're weak and wimpy. I'm gonna go pay attention to something else, like Jumpy, and my new trophy. He says, waving around the still blood dripping like head that's on his sword as he walks back up the stairs.
Your ally is curious.
He was raised by lizards. What do you expect?
I did not know this, but
Yeah, he
Noted.
doesn't even realize he's a dwarf.
You know, he's a real. Might actually get past the knowledge religion check to understand what Balkrog is.
yeah, he might actually. Let me go ahead and roll that then.
I wrote you in Discord, Nick.
He has a foreboding look on his face as you've mentioned Buckrug, but link me the items you're thinking about, and I'll be able to discern better.
Okay.
In either case, it would appear that Tullius does not have the direct means in order to help restore Jess, but that there are magics out there that might. If you seek to restore her faculties to her, the mention of her passing and being revitalized, the Druidic Order of Reincarnation does take one's soul from one body and places it into another, although it is not always the same from which one understood in life. It is a harrowing process, and I would not recommend it upon any. But in truth, it is a possibility. I've heard of many who have regretted the choice to take on a new form.
Really, she's just pretty much stuck the way she is.
For now.
There
Yeah.
are creature comforts that you may be able to provide, but do your best.
We're not playing 1E, are we?
We are playing 1E.
Oh, perfect. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I guess this thing that I'm trying to think of is an item that a lot of players are also asking about.
In any regard.
Classes, Jess.
Hmm?
What class is Jess?
You're pretty sure that she was a variety of NPC classes.
Okay.
She's not a full-on, like, class. She's not been, like, trained in that manner. If you had to make a actual like NPC like class setup, she's probably got 2 levels of expert and 2 levels of warrior.
Okay. So say was she able to do like any type of like illusionary spells?
Nope.
Damn, okay. Never mind.
She
That's
is
out the window.
magical. Yeah, she's magicless, so.
Okay. My mind, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to race thinking of things that Sylph can do to help, but on with the story.
No, I get you. If there's anything else that you require of me and the knights, feel free to reach out. We're going to take a measure of the damage that has been inflicted to Castle Everstand and see what we can get arranged in the meantime. We thank you for your contribution here, and Lastwell owes you a boon. Oh, kinda.
Chompy, the dinosaur and I are pretty ill with the poison.
That I should be able to assist with.
As long as you can help out Chompy, you're fine by me.
And where is this Chompy you speak of?
Sylph just puts his fingers in his mouth and whistles real hard. Chompy!
And then there's the sound of padding feet on stone floor getting louder and more rapidly as it bursts into the room, dragging a half-mauled corpse behind it in its excitement.
There's Chompy! Oh, there's Chompy!
Well then, quite the precocious fellow. Sure. We can see
A
to
bloody
this.
tongue will be licking the outstretched hand of whoever's hand is outstretched.
It would be Sylph. He's just like, ah! Lovins.
If Roddy is in the room, Chompy will growl at Roddy.
I healed you. Why can't we be buds?
It growled at you, didn't bite you. You should be counted lucky.
Very true. At least you got recognition and not an attack this time.
Roddy just like looks exasperated, like I can't win for losing.
He's got a lizard brain like his owner. What do you expect?
I don't know. I just figured he'd probably be more intelligent than a dog.
Give him some sausage.
Oh, you should see him climb ladders.
Yeah, I mean this is a little dinosaur that does things that even skilled humans can't do. It's genuinely freaking impressive.
The moment Syl said you should see him climb a ladder, he recalled the memory at the plague house and just he grimmed Roddy real quick and then snapped back out of it.
right. Well, if your little dinosaur friend would permit, I suppose I have this magic in me right at the moment. Step forward, young Chompy. We shall remove your impurity. Kind of looks at the dinosaur and then looks to you, Sylph.
Go on.
Chompy will cock his head to one side and just kind of do a very, very close thing to a shrug in the way he moves his head.
May the blessings of Iomade remove your... You were looking for poison?
Yes.
Remove this poison from this noble dinosaur.
I think it's more the poison damage, but I could be wrong. But
And
yeah,
with-
I get it. I'll go
With
ahead
a
and fix it.
glow of his hands, he places the divine light of Iomade around Chompy. And Chompy feels that nausea and lack of wanting to eat almost wash away from his body.
In thanks, Chompy
Better!
will spare.
Better!
Yeah, in thanks. I'm Doug's hanging around to hear that, I'm afraid. But in thanks, Chompy is going to rip one of the remaining arms off this torso of a corpse and just kind of place it at the priest's feet and like wag and thump his tail a bit as if he just did a good thing sharing his food.
Share, magic man, share. Treat! You look skinny.
Sylph, like, just claps his hands together. He's like, he likes you. He liked it.
Ah, yes. Thank you, noble dinosaur. I take this gift with much fervor. The priest tentatively picks it up and gives Chompy a nod.
Probably wonders why he's not eating it yet. But then he remembers that most of these weird two-legged things like their stuff cooked, so he's probably just waiting to cook it for later.
But Tullius will kind of set it down not too far away from him and look to Sylph. You said you are under similar ailment?
Yes. And he steps forward and purses his chest forward and flutters his eyes. Grace me.
May the light of Iomade take away this malady.
I throw a hard biscuit at the back of Syl's head just as he casts the spell.
God.
And with a quick pat on the shoulder, the light of Iomade courses through Sylph's body, and the poison fades. Its effects
looks like
no
Fletcher's
longer
hurt.
plague.
Sylph makes a mad dash for Kogan's cart so he can get a cup of coffee.
You're at Kogan's cart.
Oh, he just turns around and starts just destroying his coffee.
That boy is going to have the runs later.
Oh, I know, it's gonna be great.
I am happy that I was able to at least aid you all in some small way.
Darley pulls out a few bone fragments from the side of his face, be like, that's not mine.
Are there any other requests that I may be able to assist with? The gifts that Iomade bestows upon me each day would rank about the 4th sphere of divine magic.
Anything else? Then Sylph will be like, oh, I gotta fix my gun. So he sits down and starts fixing his gun.
Go ahead and check that.
If he's got gunsmithing, he doesn't need to make a roll. It just takes him like 2 hours.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
That works for me.
I just gotta unjam it.
Yep, so you're going to spend some downtime to do that and get that taken care of.
So one upside to gunsmithing. You actually don't have to roll anything. You know how to fix things.
No, hey, okay, I like hearing that because that just means that, yes, he's got to take some time to fix his thing, and if it busted and you guys get into combat before 2 hours is up, I guess your gun's in pieces.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Takes an hour. I thought it was 2. It's just
Oh, an hour. Okay, yeah, not bad still.
Yeah, by the time we head out, it'll be fixed.
Oh yeah, easily. At that, Tullius would kind of look to the party and say, once again, if you need anything before you are to depart, feel free to extend a hand.
I will hold out my hand and go, I feel like I'm still missing a couple ounces.
Is this true of some of the rest of you? Kind of looks to some of the other peoples of the party.
Ava just holds out her hand.
Ava, you would have gotten 29 points of healing earlier.
Actually, no, another 9 on top of that, too.
Oh, yep. So
Okay, that's
38.
well over my max with that first amount.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still
I have
whips his
54
head
hit
upwards
points,
like-
so I'm still hurting.
When did you get here, Ava?
You handed
Ava
her the
fades
gear,
back
you
into the fourth
dipshit.
wall.
But she's been here. She just doesn't like talking to you like most of us.
It's like, hey, Ava's here. She just fades away again.
Ava fades back into the fourth wall.
You get 17 back there, Derek,
Okay,
as he extends a hand.
let me find out. Pretty sure it is. I'm 1 point shy. It'll be enough.
Very well.
Having high hit points is the curse when you lose them all.
Oh yeah. But you know you did your job.
I didn't fall off a roof. That's the important thing.
Yeah, I know you did that shit like a badass. Good job. I know not what your aims are, or where your journeys will take you next, but
I think we're headed to the marshes. Something about some ghosts.
I see. If you are to head to Ghostlight Marsh, I will warn you of the spirits that linger within. They can be mischievous and malevolent. Whilst they are not truly undead, they are problematic. Keep your wits about you, and if you have magics that would aid you in seeing the unseen, use them wisely. They will aid you in your endeavors.
You guys got any like holy water on you?
I do believe the chapel keeps a collection of holy water. That should aid you against undead if you were to cross them. However, I do not believe they will aid you against those that have manifested into strange aberration.
Ah. And how much do Drake's skills go for? Do you know?
I would not know off of my own experience. You may take that question up with someone who does much more in the realms of leatherworking or metallurgy.
Oh, okay. Then he goes back to doing his gun. He just remembered that there was a bounty for a Drake right off the beach.
Indeed, there was.
Wait, where are we going?
Through the marsh, but I also remember there was a Drake that had a bounty on its head.
Do you
Going
have
very
any
far away.
scrolls of the arcane variety?
The church itself does not, but I could see what is in the armory reserves that the Everstand Knights of Ozum had kept.
I'm not sure how
I
much
don't
is
know about
left
the
in
rest
there.
of you, but I don't think we should head out today. Oh God.
Feel free to stay for as long as your rest requires.
I think a day would do us good.
You know that
One
it's
day
about
without
mid.
having to fight something.
You do know that it is about midday, so you've got about another half of the day to you.
Oh yeah, I know.
So.
I'm not going to bed yet.
Oh yeah. But that being said, the loot is posted in Spoils of War for any of you who wish to debate now that Pyrrhus is here.
Also, now that
The-
Pierce is here, are we level 6 yet?
Yay!
Like I said, I
No.
doubt it.
Depends on how much XP we got.
Well, last increase was posted on the day of the session, and that was 4,600 experience.
Yeah, no.
Then no.
We're nowhere near level 6.
We're actually really close. We're 1300 XP.
Shh, you're not supposed to say that.
Okay, let's kill
No.
everyone in
Andrew
this
to wallow
castle
in
that's not
despair.
us.
Hey, Ava, can I nab the thieves' tools and the headband of alluring charisma?
We already have a thieves tool, so we've got like 3 of them. So yeah.
Oh, okay. What about the headband? Or the greater hat of disguise, one of those two.
I can't believe you need thieves' tools. Learn to pick locks with your fingers.
My fingers are used for the more supple of things. I use locks for the harder stuff. Lock picks.
Not gonna lie, for a second there, I thought he said cockpits.
Oh, you should take
Protection one or ring of protection one.
you should take the masterwork thieves tools we have.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, resistance. My brain did.
What about
Weird thing.
the hat? Or the either the hat, the belt, or the
I mean,
the headband. One of those
Charisma
three.
technically is good for Ava, but she doesn't care.
Sorry about
Greater
that.
hat of disguise.
She is
Yeah, greater
more
hat disguise might be good for Sylph.
Chompy wants that greater hat of disguise.
Oh hell yeah!
I don't think Choppy can wear it.
Can I have the cloak?
He's a loser.
A cloak.
Which one, the cloak of resistance or the cloak of protection, or whatever it is?
Probably one or the other. I don't know.
There's cloak of resistance. What was the other one?
Nah, I typed it as cloak of protection, but
There
it's
we go.
supposed to be cloak of resistance.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
Kingmaker KP exclusive right there.
Mhm.
On Cloak of Protection. Which I think started off as a typo, and they were like, yeah, let's just let it stay as like a
Right.
AP exclusive.
Oh, what about the? Yeah, Sylph will grab the belt if that's fine. If Chompy wants the hat.
I don't think Choppy can wear the hat.
Dinosaur should have head slots.
Yeah.
Doesn't do anything for him, but
We can turn Chompy into a cat.
no, it
Can't
won't.
talk.
It's alter
Yeah, it's
self or something,
humanoids.
so it's humanoids only.
Yep.
Mm.
It would allow Chompy to take the size of a small or medium humanoid.
Well then, may I grab the hat and the belt then, please?
Oh no, you're not getting both.
Or then just the belt?
I thought you wanted the hat.
I didn't see the dexterity +2.
I mean, you can just turn yourself into something small and get a dexterity +2.
Yes, alter self would
That works
give it.
in that way?
Yeah.
There,
I'll take that.
there are 2 belts of dex. So,
2 belts of dex, huh?
yep.
Hmm.
I think Ava might snag one of those if the party is fine with that.
Yeah, I'll take the hat.
I'm just gonna
That's a
check
great
see
hat.
what equipment Dolgus even has at this point, because I have not been remembering. It's been a while.
Okay, so Ava will take a belt of dex. Sylph will take the hat. What did Athene want?
The cloak.
Dolgus has no magic
Or the
items.
cloak.
You should have a few magic items. I gave you a couple personal ones, like the polymorphic pouch, and then there's the one that.
Also, grab the
mean-
adaptive composite longbow.
Other than the wands, I don't see any sort of permanent magic item on my list of things. Hmm.
Maybe in your
We're
character
gonna
sheet.
go with the meta and take the masterwork javelins.
Javelins for Gochin.
No,
In the
Choppy
druid
does have a
chest,
head slot. Never mind.
you've got druid vestments and you've got a polymorphic pouch.
And the druid what?
Druid vestments and polymorphic pouch.
And of the fucking, it was underground.
You say you put this stuff in somewhere called the druid something, but I don't.
No, it was. I didn't put it in the loot sheet or anything. It should have been in your character sheet.
What are you
'Cause
talking
if-
about? Where is it? I don't see it.
I mean, then you didn't put it in, mate.
Yeah. You have-
Is that cool to grab the composite longbow too, Ava?
Yeah.
Okay.
unless somebody else wants it.
Nope, I'm good. There's nothing. in
Alrighty then, I'll
Cthulhu
take
I
it.
want.
Yeah, those two
aside-
items are in your inventory because they were specific to you.
So, anybody want that +1 Mithril chain shirt?
Ooh, let me. Nope, I'm good.
I'm good with my singing still. Nick, what do I put down for the misfire increase for the short description for adaptive composite?
There's no
There's no
misfire
combo.
for adaptive.
Okay.
It's a bow, not a gun.
Okay.
So pretty much the adaptive allows you to add your strength bonus to it.
Oh, that's perfect.
You have no strength.
No, but still, it's just a bonus in anything. Is nice.
Anybody want the headband of charisma?
I want to say yes just to make the bard mad.
You can take it because there's also 2 belts of dex too.
I can't. The charisma belt does. The
Yeah.
charisma headband does nothing for me.
Yeah, and it's good for you.
Literally does not a damn thing for me.
Well, he's got the hat of disguise, so.
I
Well,
do.
here's the thing. The headband and the hat are 2 different slots.
Yeah,
I
the
think- I think
headband's
the
on
head-
the forehead.
Headband is headbands, and then hat is head.
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause I could
yeah,
wear
that's a good
both.
point.
I could literally disguise as like someone of very high importance and then wear that headband to just boast that importance.
Yeah, it's like how you can wear long gloves and bracers.
You know, it's yeah,
Right.
it's sorcerer loot.
What do I put down for a short description in greater hat?
Fucking wizard loot.
look up the item, and you can copy and paste the description of the item into
Something-
the thing.
Fun
Yeah,
thing
right.
about that, if you change yourself into a medium-sized creature, you get a +2 bonus to Dex or something like that.
Medium
Okay.
creature strength, small
Strength,
creatures.
small, yeah.
Yep.
So it's
And
basically a
attacks with
buff as
spell
long as you
because
don't
one
look
size
different.
was an enchantment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the good thing about becoming small is it doesn't make your ranged attacks smaller.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
But
It
doesn't it go
shrinks
back to normal size once it's
No.
fired?
No.
No.
Headband of alluring charisma.
'Cause I thought that's how bows work when you shoot them. The
No.
arrows go back to normal size.
Nope.
It shrink you.
Paste that into the short description.
Magic. It doesn't work the way you think it does.
Yeah,
There are
'cause the weird thing
specific
is
things
the
that
size
do what
the
you're talking about one of these.
size increase doesn't buff damage, but size decrease still nerfs damage.
Yep.
Okay.
It's weird.
Greater hat of disguise. Now, when I click on the show button, that means I have it equipped.
The show just means that when you click on like the items macro thing, you'll be able to like promote it.
Everybody can
Okay.
see, what
Yeah.
is called in its description.
So what you're looking to do here is that you don't want to put it in short description. You want to put it in full description.
Ah, okay. Sorry about that. I'll get rid of that. Where's full description?
I scrolled down for it. Oh no.
Anybody
Sorry.
taking the falchion or anything?
There you go.
Why would I take a weak thing like that?
In short description, you could probably put +2.
Okay.
I got my
Ah.
number smacking.
There. I have
And
tossed it in
for-
there.
Greater hat, just write down allows me to transform.
Go to the item and copy and paste that description there.
Like a hat of disguise, this garment allows us to wear to alter their appearance. Oh, okay. Copy and paste. Just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And now we're gonna go ahead and make you 2 buffs. Okay. So at the top of your sheet, I'm gonna go ahead and add.
If I scroll up, will it mess you up like that?
If you scroll up, it should be fine.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and do Size. Actually, where is.
Oh, I see. You added alter self.
Yep. So
Okay.
what we do is reduce person does. No, not rage. Add that, see what that gives. That's size -1, strength -2, dexterity +2. Yeah, so size would be -1. You'd have buff 2, which is dex. No, the wrong thing. Dexterity. Size. Reduce person can get deleted now. Alter self works differently than reduce person.
Yeah.
The nice thing is for yourself is that if you take a medium size alter self, you do get a buff to your strength by +2.
Okay. Nothing increases in HP though.
Not in this case.
Okay. It's just my damage output.
Mm,
Okay. So if I transform into like a hippo or something, it won't increase my defense or anything.
you won't be able to turn into a hippo. It's only humanoid creatures.
Okay.
So-
Humanoid.
So like
Yeah,
elves, gnomes,
Yeah. Well, what about
goblins.
like sentience?
What do you mean?
I mean, most humanoids are sentient.
Like sentient objects that are
No.
humanoid. Okay.
No, it has to be a creature.
It's-
So,
Yeah,
like
per the
you're-
race.
you could be a
Like
dwarf.
an elemental that's like in human
Nope.
shape. Okay.
Nope. Elementals are elemental.
Okay.
So
I just gotta make sure I was just trying to box my mind in instead of trying to go too far outside of it. And just narrowing down what I can do. Because you know me, my mind will run wild with things.
oh, I get you. I get you. So, and then in order to have these show up as equipped to your character, we're just going to go ahead and go to
Get rid of that and that, and I'm looking at it.
other magic. Carried. Greater hat is your head slot. This headband is headband. Other magic. Then this is a weapon.
Oh, I don't have my singing steel on there.
You have
This is
Bard's
a pocket.
protection changer.
Oh, that's the singing steel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So magic,
Oh man, I have slots for a lot. I can bling self out.
ammunition.
This is a bucket.
Ammunition. Magic.
And in some dungeon crawler games, you put bucket on head and you get +1 defense.
Studded. All right. So. Okay, normal longbow. This is ranged. Has a +1 enhancement. Does a D8. Piercing. Range of 110. Times 3 multiplier.
Forgot I still had 2 smoke sticks.
got it. It's got it. Oh, because you're core. Yeah, so you've got a -1 damage on longbow. Or pause a longbow right now. And longbow. That makes sense. Okay. Okay, cool. Alright, that's set up for you, I do believe. Did you need any assistance there, Anna?
Yes.
Also, now we can go ahead and give Sylph an enhancement bonus of +2 into charisma. And now has charisma's 20.
Yay!
So who are the two people getting belts of dexterity?
Eva and Chompy.
Gotcha. Dinosaurs can wear belts.
Oops, let me double check. I have to list.
Yeah.
It could be a
Sure.
collar instead of a belt.
Tie on his tail.
I have the list. Give me a second.
Just making sure that they've got a waist slot.
Yes, he can.
Good stuff.
Bipedal creature, Tyrannosaurus, belt.
Chompy has belt. Good stuff. So, Ethna, all you're picking up is the Cloak of Resistance.
Yep.
A fairly easy item in order to put into the equipment. Cloak of Resistance. So in the short description, we're going to put +1. And we're going to also add that to the title, just in case. And you've already put it in armor. Be more of a magic item. Oh, not gear tool, dang it. There we go. Other magic, changer, good stuff. And so when we go to your defenses page, we're just going to be able to bump this resist bonus up by 1 for every single one of these.
Yay.
And now you've got that. Wow, you've got a balance 6 across all of your saves. That's actually pretty cool.
Oh, do you use a
666.
chain shirt?
She does use a chain shirt.
Do you want the fancy chain shirt we picked up?
I think she's already got one.
I have a
but-
mithril, but
+1 mithril?
Oh, not +1
I
mithril.
do not have a +1. Sure, I'll take it.
Alright,
Yeah, it
I'll
seems like
put
the only
your
thing Choppy can't wear
mithril in
is
here.
feet, body.
I also need to look in Arwen at some point. I need to see what he picked up. Besides that poor guy that he had kind of tried to eat.
Alright, I'll drop your mithril chain shirt in the normal loot, so you can take the +1.
So yeah, Choppy can wear everything but feet, hands, and body.
You mean to tell me that Chompy can't wear shit for his feet?
Yeah, he's got claws, man.
I don't know. I think he could totally have something in his hands.
No, he can wield things. He just can't wear gloves.
Oh, that's stupid.
That
You need to find a
sounds
better
like
smith.
that sounds like somebody did not decide to try to put the fist straps of mighty blows on a dinosaur.
And it's only because he has claws. That's why he can't have.
Yep, I totally get you. I totally get you. Them
I
wa-
love it. It says available slots next to it. Can it carry / grasp things? Yes. We
It
can't wear
is
claws.
what it is.
Spot devil monkeys are superior. They're amazing. They become large and bite, and they can throw rocks. It's amazing.
Indeed.
And they get puncture armor.
So, anywho, indeed.
Gear sorted out finally.
Seems so.
We gave Pierce homework. Oh,
Homework's done.
Sorry. There should be 2 vials of that concentrated drow poison.
Oh.
As I said, there were 2 beforehand. You weren't here for it, but yeah.
Tisk tisk. The loot given to me was not accurate.
No, if only we could use poison.
I mean, you could. It just you risk exposing
drink
yourself
it.
to it.
Here, drink this.
Japan, somebody here is in a biscotti. They can
Play
innately use
Alchemist.
poisons.
No. Do with it what you will.
Anywho. Rest for the day. I don't know. I can help build some stuff with my craft or profession for the keep. For the last, 8 hours of the day.
If that is something that you would like to do.
Yeah, professional blacksmith. See if I can make a few coins.
Sure. Toss me a roll. That's a big 23. These rolls are massive.
They rolled a 10.
Well, just like the graphic of it in the chat box, it's
yeah.
just ridiculously big.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, I know.
Jesus.
I popped the chat out because of it.
But with a 23, they take your services thankfully, and you've basically made the people much more amenable to you throughout the day as you're aiding in this devastation. When you ask and proffer for coin, if you proffer for coin, do you demand
but-
payment?
I don't expect anything huge. Like if they're like, "Hey, we have some dried meats," I'll be like, "Okay."
You're willing to part with food, they will more than happily, part with some food, as they're sure that the coin is going to be needed to put towards the restoration effort, but food is plentiful in the area.
Considering we have more trip to go, food.
They get you a couple nice cuts of wildland venison. The blacksmiths seem to eat well in the area.
I would hope so. Be a detriment to society otherwise.
And it's not like already dried. Like this is stuff that was hunted recently and, has
That's
not
fun.
been decided as to what to be done with.
Oh, Zeno, I know I asked this earlier, but I'm senile and lose my memory. Did they have any arcane scrolls here at all?
They said that they would need to inquire it within the armory.
Which then I also said, depending on how much is left of the armory.
So
did-
no.
They didn't seem to catch much of that.
That's why I said I need to go through Arwen later.
It's one of those things where it's like, yes, they don't know what's happened to the armory.
Yeah, nope.
They don't
Armory?
realize
What armory?
I got munchies may have eaten everything.
Not everything. There were still a good number of things that were on the walls.
Ah, yes.
There was a
things to
person
the
inside
walls.
the bag at one point in time.
Uh-huh. He did not have a great day, did he?
No.
No. He quit and
Arwen
left.
did, though. Arwen had a good day.
Friend! So that's what's on the docket for Ethna as the day kind of gets to take its toll and you guys are left to your caravan.
Yeah, finding a bottle of booze and sitting down with Arwen and going through him. Because
would
that
take
is
back to
much
the
needed
camp
at this
I'd
point.
be like, "Look, I brought dinner." And hold up the meat.
All right, Evan. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to give me 3 D100 rolls.
Oh god.
Good luck. Don't fail us. Oh, that's a horrible roll.
Oh.
Oh,
That last one was bad.
Oh no. He has a broken tooth.
so you ask for Arwen to kind of, show you what he's claimed, and the first thing that he coughs out is indeed a tome of sorts.
Wonderful.
The next couple of things that he spits out seems to be a few sets of armor and such that the Knights of Ozum probably would wear at any given point. And the last thing that he happens to cough up is more of this like knotted mass of like coals and like a digested brazier, like the the thing that holds fire.
Wonderful. Seems like he needs a better diet.
Seems like it was a mad dash to like go through a few number of things.
Yeah. I guess I would take the tome to Ava to take a look at.
What is this?
Good question. Arwen grabbed it.
Curious.
Curious
Now-
indeed.
As we're like, I'm helping cook the meat that I have procured for dinner. Did Arwen grab it, or did the little guy grab it, and Arwen ate him while he had it?
I don't know. Arwen would have to answer that question.
There are important distinctions here that must be made when you're asked the question about where did you get them.
Arwen ate it.
God
That's
damn it,
all
I
we know.
touched the stove.
This small book, which seems no larger than a small pocket tome, is seems to be bound between some wooden covers and is clearly a copy meant to like withstand the rigors of travel and adventuring. The arrowhead kind of lodged in the cover can't be removed, it seems.
Oh.
It does, however, seem to host a lock on the outside.
Can someone pick it?
Ava's gonna detect magic.
It does, in fact, seem to radiate a faint amount of magic, not too dissimilar to your own spellbook.
Okay.
You don't read anything that is inherently dangerous or warding the book by any standard.
How disappointing. It doesn't appear to be a trapped book of exploding ruins. I suppose we should get Sylph to open this. I assume that he's capable of opening a lock. Would rather do so without damaging the item.
Are you guys near me?
I imagine this is around the caravan to some degree, so within 100-foot proximity, likely.
So
Okay, yeah,
you
'cause
might have
I
at
was
least
sitting
heard
down
his
working on
name.
my gun.
You have at least heard the name.
Roll me a perception check, Sylph. See if you can hear people talking about you.
Sure.
Or do you hear Darlin cussing out the orc as he overcooks some of the meat?
No, not at all.
I'm just dumbbound and playing with my gun still.
Yep. Oh, you took the meat to.
Yeah, I took it back to the caravan. That's dinner.
No, I get you. Just making sure I know who you took it to. So you took it to Dregar.
Yeah, or chef, I think. Is that the chef?
No, Jess
Jess.
was the chef.
Jess.
Yeah,
was the chef.
Jess.
But Jess can't cook. So I'm hoping the orc knows how to cook big, he's used to using fire for stuff, because he's the alchemist, right?
No,
Nope.
that's Kogan.
No? Who's the alchemist?
It's funny because
So
I was supposed to mention that.
Kogan is a half orc. Dregar is a full orc.
Oh.
Hey, Koga does like the bombs, concoctions, and all that stuff.
This is
double
the
click.
Wainwright and alchemist specialist who
Okay.
makes coffee, and then this is the scout / outlander.
Well, they're both orcs to me. So I
Yes.
take it to Krogan.
Kogan, yeah, okay, he's hanging out with Jess.
And I will be like, I have brought meat to cook. Let us cook. Jess can tell us how to do it, because she is smart and can write. Correct, still?
We haven't really tried that, but we could certainly attempt it. Cooking's like alchemy, right?
Yeah, slow. I hear slow cooking is best, just don't burn it.
I think I can manage that. We're gonna give it a go. So Kogan is going to try to attempt to cook the venison. Venison, which is traditionally a tricky meat in order to cook properly.
Oh boy.
This can't possibly go wrong. Hey, Gochin, for all time's sake, you want to bounce me a d20? Considering this is
Sure.
your old character.
Oof.
Yep, that sounds about right.
As you start to burn it.
So effectively, Kogan takes the time to go through the motions to cook the venison. He finds some spices and a few jotted notes from Jess in her wagon. Takes some time to read them over. Gets like, yeah, no, I got this. We'll figure it out. And you told him to cook it low and slow he does. Instead of a succulent meal, it definitely turns more of that very dry venison variety. It's most of the way to jerky by the time he presents it. It just hasn't done the whole cure time.
The meal is just a dubious meal.
It's tough. It's seasoned, although a little strangely. It's got a bit more punch to it.
I look at it and go, I know exactly what we need to do with this. We need some water, we need some carrots, onions, and taters.
I
Stew.
think we got some of that stuff in. I think Jess probably has some of that stuff stocked away, and if not, the townsfolk will probably be more than happy to help us out.
We're gonna make a stew. This meat would be perfect for that now.
All right, very well. Yeah, I'll check the caravan and check. Yeah.
Basically, we'll boil the veggies and then throw the meat in there at the end.
Yeah, no,
It'll be a very trail stew,
oh
but
yeah.
it'll be a stew.
Yeah, it's not burnt, but it's definitely not like that nice, tender, succulent, venison steak.
We let it sit for like an hour before we actually eat it, like soaking the hydration of
Right.
the water back into the meat.
It's
So then
not. It's not leather by the end of it.
Yeah. So then it spreads the weird but spiced spices throughout the stew.
Good stuff.
Like I said, it's very earthy, and that's about what we get.
Mhm. So, do the girls seek out Sylph for the lock on the tongue as the
Unfortunately.
boys commence to figure out stew time?
Yeah, unfortunately, we need his help.
We'll have to keep them supervised.
Yeah, we don't want him to break it.
See you making your way.
We're making
Yep.
our way downtown.
Sylph would look up at Ava and Ethne. Go, hey, what's up? What do you guys need?
We require your assistance in opening this lock without breaking anything.
You do? Sylph gets up all rapidly.
Unfortunately,
Lead the way.
she holds out the book.
Ah. He grabs the book and slaps his butt back down on the floor as rapid as possible, pulls out his tool set and starts working at the book.
I believe Masterwork tools give you a +2.
Yep.
Yes, they do.
Alright, so what do I roll for?
Disable
Lock.
device.
That would be a disabled device, as this book does in fact have a lock on it.
A will save.
Let's see, disabled device. Is that in crat? No, there it is. I see it. Oh.
It's untrained.
Oh, you don't have skill ranks in it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, how is that a thing?
Oh yeah, no, you've just not invested in it.
Oh.
Who has
God
that?
damn it.
Eva takes the book back angrily.
You gotta put points for that shit, my man.
Oops.
I
I
forgot.
think we
this-
went over this the last time he tried to do shit.
Yeah.
We
Yep.
did. We
That's
did.
like the very start when he tried to pick open a room, and we're like, "You can't." Yeah. He's like, "Well, I'll put points in it later," and he never did.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Sylph would mention to you both that Gochen's very avid with the crowbar. He's seen it multiple times. I'm sure he can help you.
Be quiet.
That's amazing.
Shit. All right.
I need to
We
I
need
need to
someone
look at your
else.
group's loot sheet. I need to look at your group's loot sheet right now.
Looks like we're asking someone else.
I don't know if there's anyone else we could ask.
We need to ask Pius. He'll know what to do.
No, wrong game. Get out of here.
Yep. Sorry.
How fucking dare you?
He slithers back into a manhole and never to be seen again.
Probably how it should be sometimes.
Hey, Pius is cool. Sylph is dumb.
All right.
I don't
Your
know.
party. I will say that your party has an answer. You just have to know where to look and what to look.
For opening it?
Mm-hmm.
Can you
One
hear
of
me?
the NPCs,
Yes.
Yes.
I think.
Nope.
No, damn it. I was hoping.
Within your party, within your collective means, whether that be character abilities, whether that be equipment, whether that be goods, you have a way in order to pull this off.
Oh boy.
Mm.
I'm not gonna give you the answer because that's not on me. I'm just saying you've got an answer.
Searching through my shit now.
What'd I miss?
We're trying
One
to
of us
open a
has the
book.
means to open. What about using magic? No, that won't work.
One of us has the means to open what?
A
That
book.
book.
It's a book was locked. That was an Arwen.
I have no idea what you're talking about in terms of book, but okay, yeah, sure. Strange book. Books wouldn't care about book. Books are stupid.
We don't know anything about the book other than it's locked right now and it might be magical. We just need to figure out how to unlock it. And Sylph can't do that because he's untrained.
What else would be useful?
Lube for your butthole.
Yeah. Could you give it to your mimic and then have it unlock it?
I don't think so. I don't think that is how that works.
Like have it just like eat it and then do like that cool like tongue tie knot with the like a cherry stem, but only with the lock.
No, I don't think he can do that. He's still a baby.
It's
Ish.
a mimic.
He's little. He didn't mean to eat the poor guy. Maybe the books, but not the guy.
Oh, does the guy in the box have a key to the book?
The guy isn't in the box. I let him go. I pulled him out so he
Oh.
didn't die. He would have been digested by the time we got here.
Well, damn it.
I have a disabled device book.
That could do it.
Is it in the shape of a crowbar?
Oh no, it's an actual book. It gives it to Sil.
Damn. Sylph
Wait,
just
Wait,
drops the
you,
book
ha-
on top of the other book.
you have a book on disabled device?
Yeah, I don't remember why we got it. I remember it came from some.
Wait. Where's this book?
It's in my loot, but I don't remember anything about it really. I just remember we picked it up along the way at some point.
Disabled device books. Why do I feel like Shuffle haunted?
Oops. I don't know why I'm haunting buttons.
Broken greatsword. Okay.
Eh.
Oh wait, you used the broken greatsword earlier, if I remember correctly.
I don't remember what we did with it.
You used the broken greatsword on on your weapon, effectively, because you used it as material.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember what the disabled device book was for, but I will say that it'll let you use the skill untrained.
I told you Gochen can do it.
Granted, that doesn't mean a whole lot, but
Who should use the book?
He gives it to Sylph. You look like a sneaky sort.
Oh, jeez.
oh no, he has to do required reading.
All right, here we go, and he just starts
One
flipping
second.
through the pages.
Item bonus 2 because you have those. Okay. Disabled device has been augmented to reflect your item bonus.
All right, it says here, hold book upright.
Does Ava hand the book back over once Gochen's thrown a book at Sylph's face? Or is Ava trying to concoct another means in order to open the
Ava,
book?
I think I got this. It has directions right here on the book.
I think we'll try other methods first.
Oh, darn.
What other method do you perhaps have?
Not gonna lie, I wasn't looking. I was trying to fix the sheet.
That is
Mhm.
min of 3, so 3 plus the d20 in order to attempt to open the lock. I do believe is the thing. I mean, but knock one more time.
It's actually with a bonus of +10.
Oh, is it just plus 10?
Yeah.
It's a flat +10.
Cast your level check against the DC of the lock with a plus 10, so it should be 13.
Ah, okay. Yep. So add the.
So D20 plus 13. Good luck.
30. If it's
With a-
still locked after that, we're fucked.
With a 30, the lock pops open, and this wooden case
Oh,
actually
Ava-
falls open, and this book kind of pops out, and it's actually double the size once it falls out.
Ava was going to use her mnemonic vestment on that scroll, so she doesn't use it up.
That's fine. That is very fine.
And Chompy just like snatches that book that just pops out right out of the air and just starts running away with it.
Nope.
No,
That's
if
what
the
he
book
would be,
falls
or at
open,
least that's
it
what he
doesn't
would,
pop out.
or at least that's what he would be doing if he wasn't already nom-nomming on some sort of 4-dead orc.
Sylph just gets excited and watches him run around.
I
Really hard
would
to
like
get it,
a spellcraft check from you there, Ava.
Sure. Spellcraft. Ooh. That
boy.
sucks.
The magics that held this book are beyond your means of understanding.
Not beyond her means, beyond her level of giving a shit. Takes a look. Huh, that's nice.
You get flashes of a tentacle-faced creature from the depths.
It's hard to overcome
say
her
that.
apathy.
The old gods are in this world. Don't say that.
Cthulhu's
Yeah.
in here?
Cthulhu
Yes.
is canon.
You,
Yeah.
you aren't aware? Yeah,
literally
they
sitting
got the
with
license
dark
for
worships
Adventure
all
Path. The
Oh.
Aeon's Adventure Path. Yeah, they actually got the license. That's why Balkrog is actually in it. Because
What?
Balkrog is the
Yeah.
Cthulian deity.
We could literally come across like a Shoggoth or something.
Have you ever
Yeah,
ran
yeah,
like a
yeah,
Lovecraftian,
Oh
Andrew?
yeah,
What?
we run into.
Have you ran a Runecraftian match?
What do you mean a Lovecraftian map?
Like, have you did like a Call of Cthulhu game ever?
I've played in one.
Oh, you never DM'd one though?
No.
Oh, okay.
Although depending on how things go, I do intend to have some sort of Halloween special in the vampire slot. So maybe we can play like a short module of Call of Cthulhu. Who knows?
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Yes, you may.
Yeah, like Dolgus literally worships one of the old gods.
Yes.
Yeah, y'all
Ethna,
hadn't
you would
picked up on that. Yeah,
recognize-
Balkrog is one of the old gods. That's I've talked about this previously. Why haven't
You
you
have.
picked up on it yet?
You
Yes.
have. Sorry.
Edna, you would recognize the cover tome as a traveler's tome, but that was just the facade being placed forward. What seems to be held within is something a little different. The leather wrapping of the book here seems to be of an indeterminate type and gives off this faint and unpleasant scent, almost as if charred meat.
Stop.
Do you
boy.
open the book, Ava?
No. Oh God.
Well, Ava
I'm
didn't
sorry,
pass
what-
the spell check. I would have to explain to her.
Oh no, you the spell check was for the disguise.
Okay. Well then, Ava, open the book.
Sylph, open this.
Oh, God.
You want it in.
All right, here we go, guys. Sylph grabs the book and slowly cracks it open.
Give me a will
A
save.
swarm of
God!
flesh-eating tentacles burst forth from the book, dragging your face into its depth, and
Oh, I didn't
your
mean to do
body
that.
follows.
I started freaking out. I'm like, oh God. There we go.
Maybe.
Ew.
Oh.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
You open the book, you hold on to it, you brace yourself for any foul thing that goes on, and then you look at it, and nothing happened.
Ava
Still
takes
starts
the book back.
convulsing violently. Ah! What'd you do?
Ava just grabs the book from him.
The writing inside is in a jagged hand, and many notes on the ash-smudged pages indicate its previous owner sought ever more damaging magics. There's a glittering rune in the cover's center that is shaped vaguely like that of a lightning bolt. What you have here is known as a Book of Harms.
Book of Harms.
I will link it to you. In
Interesting.
Spoils of
Indeed,
War.
make a will save because you're about to take a harm to the face. Good news though, it doesn't take your hit points below 1, no matter how much damage it does.
So it's like a
Effectively-
voodoo doll, but a book form?
No, effectively, this book hosts the following spells: Burning Hands, Color Spray, Corrosive Touch, Hydraulic Push, Hypnotism, Magic Missiles, Raven Feeblement, and Shocking Grasp as first level spells. Second
wow.
level, you have Acid Arrow, Darkness, Ghoul Touch, Gust of Winds. And then third level, you have Fireball and Lightning Bolt. There is, however, a ritual within the book. You can maximize a spell, but doing so damages you. Spending this boon is a free action when you cast a wizard evocation spell. When you do, you can treat the spell as if it were cast with the maximize spell metamagic feat. But doing so, you take 1d4 points of damage times the level of the spell that you are maximizing. The damage you take cannot be reduced in any way. The preparation for the ritual is 900 gold pieces.
Oh wow.
So it
So
costs
was-
900 to use that
Yes.
ritual.
Oh, okay, okay.
That is what rituals tend to be. They do have material components to them.
Yep, you prepare the ritual, and then it's ready, and then you use it.
Hey,
Whatever.
look, we found that book Ava lost. Back at
Yes.
that's where we were at. Just
While
take
it
it and run.
while it might be costly now at this level, at later levels, this ritual still holds true. You could effectively still maximize a spell at later levels, and 900 gold for it is probably still significantly cheap.
Pittance.
Y'all being dumb.
Ava looks over to Athene. Oh, you've made me the happiest girl in the world.
Well, you're welcome.
I'd be
What?
careful, she might try to cuddle you tonight.
Sylph
might
is
allow
just
you- she
standing
might
there
allow
in
you to get hit.
shock.
She might allow you to get handsy before she cuts off your hands.
What?
She might allow you a grace period before she cuts off the hands. Like you might be able to get a good feel before they come off.
Oh.
I've had this all wrong. I gotta think smarter. Like he's just dumbfounded that Ava just acknowledged you and said you made her happy. Like that dropped his jaw to the floor.
It's okay, Sil. Just remember, me and Ava shared a room for, what, a week?
That is true. I made it with the Tiefling and scared her away, and he smiles with pride.
I don't think that's a good thing. And I throw a hard biscuit, eat your soup.
Yeah, we got some soup going, and it's a thing. Stew,
It-
really.
It's not the greatest, but it's better than nothing.
I'll stick to my bottle of alcohol tonight. I don't need food.
Sylph
Gonna want
gets
it in the
2 bowls of soup.
morning. I make sure to add an extra pinch of salt to both of his bowls. So it's just real salty.
Them's good vitamins for him. Good
Mhm.
idea.
I mean, Sylph was just gonna be nice to Roddy and Jess and bring them bowls of soup. That's perfect. That's so awesome.
Well, make sure there's no hard solids in the soup for Jess.
Sylph looks over and just smiles and nods and giggles. He keeps walking with the bowls.
Oh,
Oh,
Kogan
no.
is totally
Would you-
adding salt to every other person's bowl on the top. He does it like Salt Bay, extra salt, flaky salt on the top.
The only problem is when you go over to Jess already has a bowl of just soft, mushy veggies in the soup.
Shit,
No meat
Sylph,
at first.
Sylph will just sit down and go, God damn it, and start eating the soup.
She was there with us cooking it. You think we were gonna make her eat the meat and the hard meat and that? No.
Oh, I would have mama burger it to her.
No, you would not.
Taking advantage of the disabled? Quick, Ava, hex him.
I was
Wrong
helping my friend. She reminds me of a past friend.
Wrong class. Wrong class. That's amazing. Though. Is there any other evening activities that the party would like to partake in?
No, that's about it.
Sylph would want to go over and sit with Jess and talk to her a bit and try and hone her hearing and throwing pebbles off into the distance and having her hear it and look towards the area and stuff. Just again, training up her hearing since that's pretty much what she has.
She's probably
As-
tired.
Far
I'm
as
sure she is. We
Jess-
all are.
as far as Jess's condition is concerned, she is not very responsive to most of the attempts. As it seems like a lot of that energy and just spark has dwindled quite a bit.
Sylph
just-
notices that. He's just not acknowledging it. He doesn't want to accept it.
Getcha. So like while you might get like a turn of the head towards your like general direction, it's slow and it's, you know, honestly sometimes a little on the like frightened side.
By him noticing that, he will stand up and just pat her on the head and walk to the caravan and go to bed.
Like your presence is fine, it's the sharp and jittered noises kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, he's realizing that he's too eccentric for her at the time being. She's pretty rattled.
It's been quite the last 24 hours for some people.
Yeah, it takes a lot for Sylph to understand it, but he gets it. He saw like the flinching and all that.
Go ahead and roll me a D100.
Oop, 1 second. Why did that just say 100 on it?
You rolled a D100 and got 100.
Ah,
You would stand to like leave, and she would effectively like tug on your tunic. And actually, not even tug, more like grab and grip.
he sits back down and just stares silently. Puts his hand on her head and pats it and lets her know that he's there.
So effectively, for the rest of the night, she's just, you know, latched onto you for the evening.
Yep, and unlike Sylph, he doesn't take any advantage of that. He just sits there and gives her warmth. Then shoulder to shoulder
Unlike Sylph, unlike Sylph.
Yeah, because Sylph, most women that would be like, yeah, she wants me, but not Jess. It's more like he needs to be there because he remembers a past person. It's a inside due diligence of his that he has to uphold, that he told himself he would if he ever came across another person of this type.
In any regard. Is anyone up late at night at all, or, you know, keeping watch during the evenings, or is everyone just kind of taking stock and taking leave of the evening and just relaxing and resting?
Adne is definitely not sleeping. She is.
Yeah, Sylph is gonna sit up with Jess.
Eva's doing her usual thing and using Keep Watch to stay up.
Okay. As per usual, you know, the caravan itself settles down in most cases. Dregard, you know, ends up taking a nap before sundown, but then wakes up like maybe an hour or two later and, you know, gets moving on like keeping an eye out on the, you know, nighttime horizons and things of that nature. The fortune telling wagon seems dimly lit as it is every evening. But townsfolk of Castle Everstand seem to have simmered down themselves. Many of them have collected the respective, you know, dead as they can to give what rights they could, and are starting to slowly process the day's events. It's been a very turbulent day for all those involved. But it is at least a somewhat peaceful evening. Eventually, Jess would, you know, curl up with Syl and, you know, pass out at some point. Clearly, the energy not being able to keep her up all evening, or, you know, probably passing. Kogan has, you know, done what he can to, you know, keep the wagon cataloged and figured out. Maybe some of you are thinking of the day's events yourselves and contemplating what the next step is, or what this all meant for each of you individually. You've conquered a sizable foe, but with some costs, maybe some lessons, whether that be from mentors lost, or whether that be from realizing that the world outside of Turnau is just a little bit more dangerous than one might have originally anticipated. For those of you that may have traveled, this is just another bump on the road. that all being said, rest would come to each of you to some capacity here and there, despite the late night residence. Ava keeping the entire night to herself, as she's probably poring over this new book to see what secrets it fully holds, and notes of the once past evoker.
Yeah.
Sun would eventually rise and be able to wake to the smell of coffee and probably some variant of burnt eggs and bacon, but cooked at least. There are a couple of different soup kitchens, however, amongst town that are kind of propped up, which might provide a little more sustainable sustenance for those that might seek it. So, we'll run down the line, just as a mental check-in. Gochin, what were you thinking over the night, or what are your thoughts on the last 24 hours?
He's thinking that he needs to watch over Jess, make sure she's safe because she knows that she's gone through some trauma.
Darlin, what are the thoughts that take you for the last 24 hours?
I'm thinking about where we're gonna travel to next and how we're gonna get there.
Any
Whether
particular
we're to
worries in that?
swamp or just preparing for the supposed ghosts of the swamp.
Fair enough. Ava, what thoughts occupy you about the last 24 hours?
Some of these spells look particularly violent. I do hope I get to use them soon.
Anything about the events that have unfolded?
It's unfortunate we destroyed the armory. Could have used more of those explosive spells.
Fair enough. Dolgus, any thoughts about the last 24 hours coming from
Well, obviously, there's the thoughts about how Balkrog is just the greatest, especially compared to that wimpy old man who couldn't do anything. I mean, shame on him. There's also a fair amount of interacting with Chompy and just watching the little rascal grow.
You had sworn to break Jess out, thanks to all the things going on. Was there any change of temperament or thoughts on
Sworn
that
to
situation?
break Jess out. I mean, we broke her out of prison, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, we did our job.
All right.
I mean, they apparently tore apart his idea to not spend 10,000 gold and just kill her and bring her back, or 1,000 gold to kill her and bring her back. But hey, can't always go get what you want, I guess.
Ava seems, to anybody that interacts with her, seems particularly unsurprised by what happened to Jess. As if this was an expected outcome.
Okay. What's going through Silt's head about the events of the last 24 hours?
A lot of his past. This really rattled him up. It not in a way where it's like he's pissed off about it. It's just he's really thinking back on shit. And the tug on his shirt towards the end kind of made him sit and think even harder about that. A lot of things that he could have done. A lot of things that he could have, prevented. I guess in certain situations. Especially with the villagers and the lightning strike and all that.
Fair enough. Elena, what's going through your mind about these last 24 hours and the events that have unfolded?
She would have a lot of thoughts. Thoughts from the notebook she found in her mentor's room to the words she said to Malira before Malira had damaged Jess. Her worth in the with everybody here, what's her place? Why is she even here? Things like that. The thoughts of how this is very reminiscent of days when she was a knight. things like along those lines. Just not a lot of sleep, leaning on the alcohol to try and help her sleep.
I mean, if you want to sleep, I'm sure Darlin or Dolgus could help you with that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Any
What?
thoughts in particular about the notebook? What is that then I think that is?
She doesn't have any ideas. She's just very confused as to why all those people that she knew of, like why they were in there, why were there like amounts of money next to their names, and like who this foundation is.
No. Maybe there are those that might have an idea of what that is, or explanations. A new day dawns for the party. You have the ability to make preparations. Maybe do a little bit of trading if that is something that you're aiming for. Sadly, you can't do outright selling, but there might be some little exchanges that could be made. If there are spell castings or things of that nature that feel like you may need, you can ask of that now. But otherwise, it would appear that your time in Castle Everstand can come to a close whenever you so choose.
Did we ask for holy water already?
We have not. We haven't
We
gone
have
and got
asked
it,
for
but we haven't
I
gotten
asked for
it.
the holy water.
We asked for it, but we haven't got it yet.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
You were
Ava's
told
gonna-
it wasn't. It wouldn't help with the concerns we had, and originally that inspired you to get it.
Okay.
Something about like a invisible danger on the path going forward, like.
What do you think of what I just sent you, Zeno?
I'll look at it in a little bit.
Okay.
Hmm. Any chance we're that remaining 12 to 1400 XP that we need?
No, not quite. This is an aftermath episode. So. Now, if you decide to go and do, some of the other things along the trail, and we happen to get through that quick enough, we'll see what experience that garners. But that would require you to head on the road.
Oh, there's no way we could quickly do a mini Drake killing game?
That is heading back on the road.
Oh, okay.
Ava's just gonna check real quick if they've got any spells of like glitter dust or anything like that.
Roll me a D100. You need 75 and above.
Ooh. No.
They do not currently have access to the spells of Glitter Dust.
Okay. Ava's ready to fucking leave. She hates this
Also-
place.
Although, in the battle, you do know that Roddy was capable of casting that magic.
This is true.
We'd be
So-
better off with a stick.
If you have... Very well, I'll leave it at that. I'll let y'all make your own fucking solutions.
Yeah, my solution is Gochin. Go get it. Nope, that's where he died. No, it works. Oh, that's where Gochin died. Looks like that's where we need to aim Fireball.
All right. GM does not need to say anything else. That's where we're going with it.
My mistakes are my own, and I blame the party for them.
I will mention to Roddy about how, I think the ghosts aren't actually ghosts, but maybe this thing I heard about called Will-O-Wisps. Some elf told me about them one time. Apparently
Yes. The that one elf back from Turnal that told you guys about Ghost Lake Marsh.
Yes. I can remember. I remember
Ah,
somebody
Will-O-Wisps. Fuck
mentioned
that.
something about
Fuck
Only
that.
we had a-
Fuck Will-O-Wisps. Let me make sure I've prepared hide
Yeah.
campsite so we don't have to worry about them jumping us in the middle of the night.
But
Don't
I'm
they
with
drain
Roddy.
you?
Yes, but they also go invisible. That's the
Ooh.
problem.
It'd be the
I'm
rats
gonna
all
mention
over
that
again.
to Roddy. And go, Roddy, you might wanna
Also, they
prepare
have a
something."
high AC. They have a pretty damn high AC.
Yeah, they do.
It's the rats all over again.
Yeah, pretty much.
There are some ways to really fucking neuter them, though.
Magic missile.
Banishment.
No, they're immune to banishment.
I'm not gonna say shit, but you guys know roughly what you're going to be encountering, so there is time to possibly do a little research or ask around.
There is, yes. Questions will be asked.
Maybe speak with a specialist in the area. You do know that there are natives to Ghostlight Marsh somewhere.
Are
You
there
may
going to be
just have to
leeches in
find them.
this?
Huh?
Are there? We might be coming across leeches then.
Maybe. Who knows?
We're not gonna come across liches. What are you talking about?
Leech.
Oh.
Leech.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I got a couple
Very
of British
different.
friends that pronounce lich as leech or leash.
Yeah, no,
Guess what?
sucker.
They're pronouncing it wrong.
The damn leech.
Yeah, I know they are.
Because it's not even an English word there.
Guys, would you quit talking about Rob like that? He's not even here to defend himself.
I'm gonna be
Sounds
the
like his
best
power.
likey in the world, and I'm gonna go to the bars and drink daiquiris.
Punch you. I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna beat you and I'm gonna punch you.
I'm gonna go home
I
and lay on
mean-
my pillow.
I mean,
That's amazing.
Derek is pretty close to death. He could totally transfer his consciousness to a computer robot, make a very, very slow journey to Mars, and when he gets there, just go into sleep mode, waiting for you to land there, and then he'll punch your lights out with his robot.
Anyways,
Anywho,
So-
we'll ask around about the ghost marshes and see if anybody knows.
Go ahead and roll me gather information checks then.
Oh, nice.
Don't look at me.
I'm on it.
My diplomacy is.
Lewis would apply
Minus
group
1,000.
penalty.
We do diplomacy? Oh, knowledge local.
either usually.
Ooh. Could I also do knowledge local?
Nope, one or the other.
Okay.
Oh.
You are able to yeah, Silk basically is a little occupied in terms of babysitting Jess.
Everybody looks at me as it was my
No,
idea, and I go, "You
that's
don't want to
untrained.
talk to these people. I don't like them."
No. So, Ava, you're probably shopping around, trading about a little bit throughout the day for whatever necessary goods are required for travel, and are kind of asking around about the will-o-wisps of Ghostlight Marsh, of which you get a small tidbit, and then you're able to ask me 2 questions about their actual, statistics.
But their actual what?
Statistics, like their stat block and stuff.
Defenses.
Yes.
Yes, they have them.
Damn.
Well,
The
you should,
sad part is there's
shouldn't
nothing
go
more
there.
true.
Question 1 done.
No,
it's
so-
just yes.
So effectively, will-o-wisps have a natural invisibility. They can extinguish their natural glow as a move action, and effectively become invisible, as per the spell. They also happen to be immune to magic. They are immune to all spells and spell-like abilities that allow for spell resistance, with the exception of Magic Missile and Maze.
maze. Huh. Okay. Guess special attacks. If they have any.
They have no innate special attacks, but I will allow you to ask about either their regular attacks or their special ability.
What do you guys think?
I'm not sure.
Guess.
Special
Special.
I say we go
yeah.
skiing.
Special ability then.
They are a creature that is known for feeding on fear. Anytime a will-o-wisp is within 15 feet of a dying creature or creature subject to a fear effect, they gain fast healing 5.
Yeah, all right.
The
So I'm gonna be
neat
praying
tidbit of
fairy
information
fire.
that the locals are able to tell you is that from what rumor says, the will-o-wisps of Ghostlight Marsh are actually reincarnated druids from an old druid council within the swamp. And many of which tend to remember their former lives. Now, most people don't partake in any of the ongoings of Ghostlight Marsh. It is a dangerous place, will-o-wisps aside. From, the Aruxi tribe to the natural marrow infestations to the crocodiles and other wildlife that are likely to, pull you under the waters. There's a number of reasons people don't trek through Ghostlight Marsh, willy-nilly. You want to be a trained regiment to pull off such a feat like that. But one would reason that, if they remember their former lives, then maybe there's some merit of intelligence or ability to parlay with them.
I got it. We'll hold the trees at knife point so they leave us alone.
I smacked Gochin in the back of the head.
Go ahead and tell me.
It's just I can't reach the back of his head, it's in his back.
Damn it. Oh man, that's so dumb it might just work. I dare you to try it.
Don't enable him, you dumb dumb.
But it was funny.
Okay, I'm
was
going to
something
I'm going to have Dolgus and Chompy just druid themselves along a separate path from the group and just not interact with them at all and just do their own thing.
Anywho, that is the merit of information that the locals are able to tell you.
Yeah, look at that. We know things.
Is there anything else that you guys would like to do?
Yes, I tell Roddy, make sure that you prepare glitter dust. The magical poof.
Well, here's the thing, darling. I don't actually have to prepare my magic. It just I just do it.
I slap him on the back. Good for you! And it's a
Fair enough.
like it may be like a cracked bone slap on the back.
Ugh, that
When will I be able to
stinks.
take 4th level spells?
Not for a while. 11th level, I think.
Okay.
Because you get 3rd at 7, and then I think 4th at 11, and then 5th at 15.
I see why detect creature is so high up there. That's a very useful spell.
Oh yeah,
Or
yeah.
locate creature.
Yep. In any
Yeah,
case,
that probably gets it a lot earlier.
oh for sure, probably. Locate. Actually, I don't even know if that's on the wizard spell list.
Do we even are there locate creature scrolls?
At this level would be
No,
pain in the ass to cast.
Okay.
even they don't have like glitter dust, which is like the cheap version of finding things.
Well, I tried seeing if I could cast dancing light on a creature, but it's stationary, and then I have to move it per turn.
Nah.
So
Nah, what you'd be looking for is like see invisibility or glitter dust or fairy
Okay.
fire.
Or
spray
try
color
dust
doesn't work.
disappear.
Mm-mm.
Let's remember.
No, it
No.
doesn't. Isn't fairy fire a druid spell?
Yes.
Hey, looks like Andrew's going to be carrying us.
In any case, If
All I've
there's-
got is fairy fire. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, and
Yeah,
hide
exactly.
campsite.
Hide campsite and fairy fire. You're
how
carrying
big
the team.
are these wisps?
they're not
Like a head.
known.
Tiny.
They're not known to be very large by any standard, but no one could tell you for certain because they've not seen them before. They just know the stories.
Are they known to pass through objects? So they can phase through objects like ghosts?
The amount of information you got is about the best that people were able to tell you about what they know of them.
All right, we need buckets with lids. We're gonna capture us some fairies.
They're not actual fairies.
I know.
As you guys are making your rounds around the castle to ask information and get what you're looking for, you are approached by Miss Calrian. It would occur to me that you all plan to head out sometime soon.
Yes.
I understand that your party has suffered a couple losses in recent hours. I would not deign to impose, but I have been given choice of my next assignment, and, well, if your noble party would be interested, I would not. She kind of like hesitates a little bit.
You want to travel with us somewhere? Yes, we get that. Where?
I would be willing to help champion your cause to Red Lake Fort. I have personal matters there myself that interest, I suppose. But your cause against the giants, against the orcs, strikes me true. I understand that your home Trunau was attacked, and, well, you've done good by, well, I suppose I'm here. You saved my life. I can't help feel that there's no better calling for me than to join your merry band and assist you where I can.
Okay, fine. Pick a man though, because if you're going to be traveling with us, you need to pick a breeder. Okay, let's get moving, guys.
Yeah, she looks dumbfounded at Dolgus with the fact that he had the audacity to
And
say
Dolgus has
that.
already turned around and
He's
he's walking
gone, just
away.
walking.
Dolgus is walking away, but it's that when somebody says something just so outlandish and off the cuff that you're just stunned into silence, and there's that jaw drop, did that really just happen?
I
That's
look at her
Calrian
go,
right now.
Yep.
I look at her go, unfortunately, he's serious, so. You got Syl, you got Gochin,
Sylph would
I'm
walk
pretty
up and
sure
give her
the
a
group
big old
is
pat on the
inured
back.
to Dolgus's Dolgusness at this point.
And so Sylph would be like, "Welcome aboard," and he'll pull her close to him and be like, "And I swear to God, if halfway down this journey you do this 180 twist and become some magic dragon wizard or something, oh, I'm gonna get Roddy on you."
He punches you in the face.
And he smiles and "Job well done," and walks away.
How fucking dare you? After all this time.
would you like a beer? I like you.
All I'm saying, dragon wizard. He twirls his finger and walks away.
I pick up a rock and I throw it at Syl.
Ah, God.
Because we both know I will probably never miss you unless I roll a 1.
Yeah. Every time something's thrown in the back of Syl's head by Darlin, it's direct hit.
The audacity. I would
So
never betray
actually,
my
who-
Oklahoma
Who was it that was volunteering to join us?
Calrian.
It would be
The paladin or whatever.
Paladin.
The paladin lady?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the one we rescued because we killed her.
Oh no, it is the one you rescued.
Oh, is it? I thought
Yeah.
that was the bad. Okay.
No. Okay, so I'll walk through the
Nope,
events
I
one more time. Yep.
Yeah, she was with
Yeah.
Ronnie the whole time. They were off
Yeah.
actually trying to solve some shit. But we're like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, no,
In any
I
case,
understand
the
who
reason-
I mixed up now.
In any case, the reason Dolgus turned around and left immediately is because he didn't want to risk being chosen by someone without scales.
But not this guy, and he walks away.
He's like, oh yeah, you have to choose a male for breeding purposes and all that, and walks the fuck away because he's not on that choice list.
This is too prime of meat for your taste.
You can't handle it raw enough.
Mm.
That being said, if the party has nothing else on the table that they want to take care of, I suppose that the caravan can assemble up and begin to make their way out of Castle Everstand.
Yeah, sure.
Yay.
Yep.
Back to the map of the fort.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Just in
great.
case it wasn't obvious, Dolgus is already mentally paired together like Darlin and Ava, Sylph and shoot, I think either Jess or what's the other person? And Gochin and Afna. That's how his logic is working. Oh well, there's a new one. But you
Interesting.
better pair up with someone, but I hope it's not me because I'm like not paired yet.
That okay. All right. Interesting.
There's some dead bodies on the map still.
I deleted them.
There's
Oh
one
wait, no,
up
up
near
top.
the fort. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Bam. They're gone. Oh look, and so are you.
Yeah.
Oh god, we're back in the tank again.
So now we're going this way.
Yeah.
Yep. The nice thing
T1-40.
is that since you are in Castle Everstand, it would appear that they do have a bridge that crosses the river, so you will not need to ford this section of the river.
Yay.
Until Sophie has to swim. He's too heavy to go across.
I do have swimming. I do have the points to swim.
So, as you cross the River Kestrel, you are able to make your way outside of town. And
Okay, I've prepared 4 castings of Fairy Fire and 1 hide encampment.
Well, you know that Ghostlight Marsh is at least a good day's journey away.
Good.
You know,
Hide camp for tonight. Re-prepare tomorrow.
all right, are you planning on using Hyde Campsite for the evening?
I'm going to use it every evening. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's gonna be like what I did on my druid. All right, we're camping for that. Cool. Hide campsite. Fuck this Connor.
Well, so therein lies the catch here is that you have a few carts that take up a
Yeah.
sizable amount of space.
Yeah,
You
they're
get
not
a
gonna fit
single
that.
20-foot cube for Hyde Campsite.
Obviously, it's only for us and where we're sleeping.
Obviously, we just stack all the carts in the middle and then we sleep on top of the carts.
Yeah, because Dolgus and Darwin can do that.
That is some fucking tower, I will say that.
Those wagons are heavy.
Yeah, those wagons take up that like full 20-foot cube each.
Yeah,
That's
these are
not
wagons.
that's not including the horses that are
Stuff.
attached to them.
So would like 2 wagons be able to fit, or just 1?
One. A single
One.
wagon, no horse, just the wagon itself and whoever is inside of said wagon.
Like I said, we're casting it on us, and we sleep peacefully, and damn to the rest of them.
The question
Still,
becomes,
we'll keep watch.
okay. Still plans to
Oh
keep
yeah, we
watch?
still keep watch. Duh.
He'll probably go by the other carts.
I
that
mean,
are
we
being
could
hidden.
just pack the people, aka us, into the middle of the circle, and then we can be watching the wagons from inside the circle. It's not that big of a deal.
Can we place traps around the wagons just in case?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
so
if
this
you
is
got
just a
'em, do you have bear
called
traps you like?
Silver's Spear as bait.
No, but still does know a good place where we can get some bear traps, though. He did dodge quite a few of them.
Well, sadly, if you
going
didn't
all
have
the way
them
back.
packed, then you don't have them at all. I would like for someone to go ahead and give me a D100 roll.
I nominate one of these.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you do this. Gochin.
Gochin's also being told to
Dolgus
stay the fuck
nominates
up.
himself. Fuck you.
Oh, lucky bastard one.
If I
All
rolled,
right.
it probably would have ended up being really bad. Though.
So, let's go ahead and who's on first watch?
So,
me.
Gochin's on all of the watches per Ava's orders.
I am on first watch because, well, my perception sucks. So, if anything's gonna go horribly wrong, I'd rather it be the first watch.
Yeah, Gwen can be on all the watches because he hasn't any spells.
All right. So, We have Darlin for first watch. Anyone else on first watch?
Sil,
Nope.
Sil said he
Bogus
was.
is sleeping.
Sylph is
And
on
nope.
first watch as well. Okay,
Mhm.
so
And-
Sylph
and-
and
Bogus
Darlin.
did his job by casting a spell. He's just
Yep.
staying asleep.
Sylph and Gochin are staying up all night.
Ah. So Sylph, Gochin, and Darlin. First watch is here. You've left Castle Everstand. Things have been peaceful for the most part as you've traveled the plains. You've seen some, wild dogs out in the distance. Maybe as you've hit the, plainlands of the area, things have differed a bit. Just double check what portions was down. It changes things. So, yep, okay. That's good stuff. That's basically all of that area. So, first watch comes about. It's been wild dogs. It's been a myriad of other wildlife that's kind of been around. You might have caught the sight of a Boule kind of burrowing into some of the, boulders in the distance, eating random creatures that pass it by. Luckily far enough away that your caravan has been able to avoid most danger. But about the evening time, you all set about and take watch, and I would like perception checks. And is there any topic of conversation to be had during this watch time?
Probably just about how we're gonna figure out how to fix Jess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you speaking particularly loudly about this, and how does this conversation go?
Mm. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Basically, the only thing Darla will really say about it is when we get to Red Lake Fort, we need to find somebody that can fix her.
Ouch.
Somebody has to be able to.
Yeah. There's got to be something that we can do to mend this back.
I would like to have each of you roll me a wisdom check as well at that mention.
Jesus, guys, come on now.
Darlin, as you say that, like, when you get to Red Lake Fort, there's got to be somebody to fix her, you're reminded to yourself that your aim to get to Red Lake Fort is to remove the giant and orc threat that inhabits that area. And then,
Yeah.
while there might be powerful magics or people that are there, they're more likely to be your enemy than they are to be your ally.
Oh,
Not
I think we
impossible.
can do it.
Not impossible of a situation, but it is more
They got-
unlikely.
They got 10 fingers and 10 toes, kneecaps and elbows. All...
You know, I got this nifty hat. And if my slave's a little non-functional, they might want to fix her.
Maybe.
As you guys are discussing this, oh, sorry, Gochin, did you have something to say?
No.
Then,
Castle Ferring is abandoned, isn't it?
Hmm?
Castle Ferring?
it is not abandoned.
Thought it was.
It is where the it is where the remnant knights have come from. It was abandoned at one point, but they had retaken it in recent years. That was part of Ethena's backstory.
That's right.
Where's
Okay.
Chompy at?
Probably snoozing with Dolgus.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
They've
We
taken
need to
to
do is when we get Red Lake Fort, there's this powerful caster, a healer. Take him alive. The rest we kill.
Yes. I'm agree with that 100%.
That we make him fix her. And maybe we'll let him go as a goodwill gesture. Without his toes, of course.
Yes, yeah. We at least have to give him back non-functional.
As grim as your suggestions are, I don't believe that the people in Red Lake Vault are going to be any more powerful than you and your party. And I do say that the bishop you've just encountered is probably the strongest caster amongst, well, a lot of you.
Well,
Volana says as she kind of steps on up. My apologies, I couldn't help but overhear your conversation.
I'll just shrug. We'll figure something out. Maybe it'll be a stepping stone to finding money so we can fix her.
I am quite sure
knows?
that Red Lake Fort hosts a number of wealths and also trials and tribulations. But, that being said, if you are searching for an answer to your query, I could certainly ask the cards, see what comes up. We are to enter a very interesting ley line of magic within the area. Perhaps Ghost Lake Marsh may hold an answer for you.
Give it a sec. I'll be right back, guys.
I mean, there is a certain ritual that we can do for Jess, but it requires really powerful magic, and we would need a new body to put her in.
That is reincarnation. That is just basic druidic rite magic. That's not quite a... It is a ritual, but not in the same sense.
It's a ritual, yeah.
You see, there are rituals in the world that do not function off of any of the primary schools of magic. They're quite esoteric. If anything, they operate off of the essence of reality, the worlds around you, the planes that surround the material, and even sometimes the divine spark of those so far beyond your understanding.
Well, what if we used, like, gave her a sex change spell or potion and then gave her another one?
Then she would simply pivot what gender she is, still with her same maladies, I would guess.
I think that potion gives you a whole new body.
It doesn't.
Well, darn. We really want to help her.
So
Rumor
it's a very
has
odd
it,
potion to be finding out in the sticks like this.
right? Rumor has it that there are some species out in the world that have naturally regenerative capabilities. You might find that maybe one of them may hold an answer that you're looking for, or at least have an idea how to achieve the goal that you're looking for.
Okay, I'm back.
I hear that the Aruxi in particular are capable of regrowing their tails once they've been chopped off.
Too bad we just can't enchant, a pair of glasses with, like, detect creature or something.
There are many magical wonders in the world. It just depends on how much coin you have in order to pay for them, or who
No
you're
gold
willing-
is too much.
Then you have a savings account you need to begin.
Yes. Or a
Yep.
lot of bounties to be had.
You're quiet over there, Venarin.
I'm just doing a lot of thinking about how we can fix Jess. It's really cruel what happened to her.
Have you not been listening to the current conversation? That's all that's been talked about.
I am, but I just can't believe that this happened under my watch. I should have
Ye-
protected her better. I shouldn't have let that happen.
The world is cruel. Velkson is cruel. There are many who have come out here fully unprepared and have made it far worse than her. The fact that she is still able to breathe, the fact that she is still able to walk, the fact that she is still able to possibly make something of her life, however impaired, is still somewhat of a blessing that many do not get in these lands. Whilst she is injured, she has the chance at something. Keep that in mind. Even adventurers are not immune to Belkson's roughness.
I see. Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind.
Sylph just starts playing tic-tac-toe in the dirt.
Volana would play a quick game or two with you, but it seems impossible to beat her for whatever reason. Every combination seems like she saw it coming.
Yeah,
Best
I
you
think,
can
I
ever
think Sylph will
do
start
is-
like knowing that.
The best you can ever do is to like draw, probably.
Well, I've spent enough of your mental capacities for the evening. I hope you do get some rest. There's much work to be done in the future. With that, she'll take her leave. And I suppose that Darlin is able to head to rest and wake anyone else who would wish to take a watch. Who is Darlin waking, if anyone?
I will only go over it and I will wake up Chompy just to hand him some dried meat.
I see.
Yeah, well, he'll probably stay awake with you if you're feeding him. That's what he does.
I tell him it's a bedtime snack. I have no idea if he can understand me. As I go off.
What
to
do you
bed,
tell him?
I say it's a bedtime snack.
Hmm.
I have no idea if he knows what the hell I'm saying.
He
I think
doesn't
Chompy would
technically.
probably-
His intelligence isn't up there yet, but he'd be saying something.
Yeah, I think Chompy would probably look at him as like, he got more? And probably follow him to his, like, sleeping chambers. And so, like, while he's sleeping, Chompy probably sniff around trying to find more food. Does that seem fair?
Where is food? Where is
Right.
food? Yes.
Where more? Smell more somewhere. Dig.
Should I make a perception check to see if he finds Darlin's stash of dwarven trail rations?
Yes.
That's what the, you know, speaking of the trailer with the coffee and stuff in it, right?
Huh?
I sleeping in the trailer with the stuff. The
Probably-
found
I
it.
wake up, I have a cup of
Oh
coffee.
wait, no, that's
and I go
Dolgus. That's
upstairs.
Dolgus. It's not me.
That's Kogan's
Dolgus.
cart, so no, he probably wouldn't be sleeping there.
Oh no, I don't care. After Kogan falls asleep, I
No, like, that shit's locked because of the fact that he does not want people in his alchemy shit.
can break the lock.
You could.
You think it's cute that
He has the hammer of undoing.
do the entire fucking cart. Now we go.
I think Chompy would probably find something worth snacking on.
He finds the sausage that fell into Darlin's beard earlier during that specific
Probably.
event.
There's probably lots of chunks of sausage in my beard.
So he just starts nibbling through your beard, finding all the little bits that didn't get quite cleaned up.
So it's
This
just
is
gonna
when
be.
people realize that's how he cleans his beard, is he just lets Chompy manicure it.
So it sounds like Gochin and Sylph are the only ones on second watch.
Yep.
All right then.
We're gonna regret that.
Second watch. Go for it.
Well, those two are awake. They can wake somebody else up.
They could. They certainly could.
We got one more watch after this. Oh shit, perception.
Perception.
For Gotham.
Oh, they're paying
Both
attention.
very good. Both very good. So you two might simmer on second watch over what's been
Suspicious.
talked about. You know, what's going on in watch during this time? What are the two of you up to? It doesn't have to be anything. It just if there's something going on.
Yeah, Gochin's just being more alert and just trying to pay attention to make sure nothing else happens.
Sylph looks over to Gochin and kind of nudges him with his elbow. Is like, "Hey, you remember that time we caught Omast when he was drunk as shit and fell off that tower wall
Oh,
right
yeah,
before he hit
Sarah.
Ava casted Featherfall, and it was beautiful."
Yeah,
Oh,
it
and
was
Brenya's
brutal.
grandmother, man, how do you deal with that?
Oh no, one day at a time.
Oh, I would imagine. I mean, geez, quite the firecracker.
That's the truth.
So you like just make weapons all day long? That's what you did, or is this like just something you do as a hobby?
I'm still in training, trying to become better than Sarah. She doesn't think I can do it, but I'm gonna show
Well-
her I can be better than her.
It's your big sister. She's gonna always be better. Even when
I mean-
you're better than her, she's gonna be better than you still.
I'm
At least in
gonna
her,
take
at
over
least
the
in her mind.
business. I'm gonna take over the business from her eventually. I'm gonna have to be better than her.
Oh, geez.
Show her what I can do.
Well, I can't wait to see that happen. How is it? Hopefully the store's rebuilt when we get back. Speaking of that,
Yeah, hopefully. I kind of feel bad not being there to help fix it, but I'm sure she'll be fine. There's a lot of people that'll help.
yeah, they know we're out here doing the greater good.
The greater
Mhm.
good.
At least you guys, anyway.
I'm the greatest good you ever gonna get.
I'm the greatest good you ever gonna get. Then Silver start patting his hands on his knees and looking around, just like, what do we do?
Well, luckily for both of you, as attentive as you've been, there's not been much that's been going on. You can see some more nocturnal, creatures kind of doing the natural thing. Maybe a viper lashing out at a jackalope kind of in these dry plain lands. You know that the time of rain has kind of come to an end, and so things are starting to dry up a little bit. It's still plenty of life out in the area. You can still hear, the insects abuzz, making their own little melodic tune at this dead of night hour. But with what little bit of firelight you've got from the campfire and the magics of Hyde Campsite hiding the at least central location area of camp, you're able to keep a vigilant eye on things. But for the most part, from what all the stories have told you, Bugson's horrible, terrible, and bad things happen. Well, you've had some of that. This evening's peaceful. As we move on to third watch, are you two getting anyone else up, or are you just keeping the watch on your own?
Sylph will stand up and start just humming a song, walking towards Roddy. He had a vision of a lighthouse with a man upon the top. A little boy came running, the shadows he did trot. And he goes and wakes up Roddy, nudges him on the head and says, "Your turn."
Yeah, I can do that. Sure.
Just so you know, that was a Bard's tale to Jade Region starting.
Yep.
He's a bard, so he hears tales.
Yeah. So, Roddy will kind of get himself up, nod to you, and kind of take a seat with you guys. So, anything happened last couple watches that I've been worried about?
Sylph's out now, just like a light sitting right on Roddy's shoulder, just on. Drool coming down his mouth.
I see.
So stop faking. You got Red Bull earlier.
Ah, you're right. I drank all that coffee.
Yeah, I'm surprised you would be able to sleep. Jeez.
His eyes just like dilate as wide as they possibly can.
It's like an owl's.
It's like power nap. Ah, there we go.
Yeah, I can't fall asleep even if I wanted to.
Imagine being
Ava did
false.
this to us.
Oh damn, she got you guys fucked up on the magic shit, huh? How's that feel?
I don't know, it just feels like my energy level just won't go down.
You know, they said that you should probably see a doctor if it lasts for longer than 4 hours.
You know, I feel like she never lets me get to my fullest potential. She's always just floating around and not smiling at me and frowning.
Well, I mean, have you ever like tried to, I don't know, talk to her? Like,
Oh yeah.
no. I'm talking like on an interest to interest level. Like, hey, I, know you like to read. Well, what kind of things do you like to read? What are the interests that you actually carry? It's good to actually get to know the person before you try to start flirting.
He just gets this like blank, empty wash over his face. He's like, "Wait, what?"
This is Ava we're talking about. She doesn't smile.
Yeah, what? Ava has feelings. She's like, "When?"
Okay. So here's how this works.
I've been trying to get her to smile for a while now.
Yeah, you she's damaged goods, right?
No, but did you not see Ethne? She gave her a book and she was happy.
Yeah, that's because of the
What?
fact that there's some actual glimmer of interest in certain things you don't like. Okay, so let me lay the foundation for you, considering that you're not like True Now resident. Ava works at a store for magic before, right?
Yeah.
She took an interest and actually asked for help from Agreed. Like, she's got feelings. She just doesn't know how to process them. Or at least not in a healthy way, from what I've, been able to see. Turnouts a small place. She get to know people, and she kind of became a staple after, her 5th year of living there. Well, she wasn't born there. She kind of came off the streets looking raggedy as hell. Not sure her full story, but I could tell when people have been through some shit. We find people all the time kind of straddling the outsides for now. Pick up
Well,
a person
she's-
who's been
she's super
left
cool.
destitute. Yeah, no, she's gotten way cooler, especially after all things considered that have gone down at Chernow. Seems like she's finally hit that magical growth spurt, as a Greek would probably phrase it. But if you want to get to know her, you gotta actually talk to her and not just at her.
You said the word cool. Roddy, I've never seen you talk so like normal before. You're usually so refined. Go to your room.
You woke me up from my room, so that's on you. And you know what? Maybe your habits are rubbing off on me. And that's probably a bad thing, because the more that happens, the rest of them are going to look at me even worse. And I already can't win.
Welcome to the bandwagon.
Gochin, help me out here, please.
Gochin looks over. Yep, that's a bandwagon, all right. Looking at the wagons.
At least my axle won't break. And he puts his head back down and starts doing his tic-tac-toe again.
You get a piece of sausage that smacks you in the back of the head, so.
Ah! In his sleep, Darling manages to throw something.
No, eventually Choppy wakes him up and you see the sausage. Sure, see Choppy following the sausage.
Ah, God!
Mine, chomp.
Chompy hugs, and he just starts petting Chompy.
Chompy starts squirming as he wants to get back to the source of food, aka Darlin's beard.
Shut and lock the door on the thing I'm sleeping in.
Yeah. But no. If you want to get to know anybody in the party, you gotta talk to them. We don't really know what Dolgus is about outside of lizard stuff. Chompy being a dinosaur of mass destruction. But we don't know jack squat about Darlin. He just kind of wandered into town one day, much in the same way that you did.
Well,
And then,
I mean, you're good with the ladies, right? You have had a
Had.
fiance.
yeah, well, yeah, I can't say that I'm a model for relationships. They don't exactly last all that long, and I just seem to find ways to fuck up everything. So
I
Call it a
feel like
trademark.
the moment I picked up an instrument, there was an image put on me.
I mean that's what happens when you decide to become a bard.
But there's more notes than just the G string, there's a E, there's a D, and a B.
And I don't think you found all of the other notes yet, which is probably why you fail at most classes.
Yes, I've never been able to play it out for the life of me. Sadly, I don't even know why I call myself a bard.
I mean, you're musically inclined. It's natural talent, but why did you become a bard? Did you travel with anyone before, or it's just a calling that came to you?
Sylph gets really quiet now. He's like, I don't want to talk about that.
Okay. Don't have
When-
to. Just general question.
But you see, like, the muse touch him, like, really shine through. And I mean shine through. That really resonated in him.
Oh, we lost one of these. Oh well.
No.
Where does one of these live?
He's in Eastern Virginia.
Is it
I know most people have one of those.
Yeah.
I don't know if many have one of these. Yay!
There he
He's back.
is.
We have one of these back.
I
We
didn't
got
know.
one of these and one of those.
Yeah, I didn't know that updating your graphics drivers as doing a clean installation causes Discord to close.
Oh, yeah.
It resets your audio, which will like shut your Discord down.
Yep.
Now all you can hear is ding, I'm a dumbass.
So, Sylph kind of clams up at the, prompting of asking about past adventuring bands or people that he's been around. And Roddy doesn't seem to press it. Gochin, you're definitely there to, take note of that as well.
One of the few times you'll actually see Sylph not look just angry, but just look not like he's seeing like he's witnessed someone die. Like he has that look on his face.
If you want there, Gochin, you could give a sense motive.
Okay. Oh, sense motive isn't the thing on this guy.
I think between Roddy and Gochin, they could both tell that it's not a subject to press, but they're not sure what lies behind the eyes there. But just kind of look at each other. Maybe give that True Now look of another trauma patient walked through True Now's doors. Give that knowing nod and just kind of give you a pat on the back there, Sylph.
Kate's look up and what? Where were we?
Well, I suppose we were talking about your poor ability to engage with the feminine wiles.
Yeah, I just don't get it. The
Yeah.
the ones that I've had, they enjoy the time with me, but then they just go. And most of them don't enjoy my conversations.
So we've heard. And, so over the next hour or so, maybe there's some conversations about such tactics that Sylph might be able to employ to get at least a meaningful conversation instead of just a path to pants.
Good luck.
But it is at this point that I am going to request a perception check for the third watch.
Ooh, Sylph.
Nice.
Roddy has us all distracted.
Yeah, that question really threw him off.
That makes sense. That makes thematic sense.
You know, and there was, you know, the sausage.
Yeah, a little disoriented from that too. I mean, that's a nice summer sausage you kept in that beard.
Oh,
That was
man.
no ballpark
Where else
prank.
is a dwarf supposed to stare his food?
But as you guys are discussing, Roddy would kind of tap and, you know, tap your shoulder there, Sylph, and kind of point out in the distance. On the
What do you sense?
horizon, seems like we got some movement. Not quite sure what. Seems like a number of them.
Do
The
we alert the
orcs?
rest?
I don't know, they're a little ways out. Sylph, go ahead and roll me a D100.
Oh shit.
They're probably not more than 100 feet out, and they might have spotted the campsite at this point.
Sylph readies his bow.
Seems like they've been able to creep up on the area.
Is it night still, or?
It's getting to the early hours of the day.
You said about 100 feet?
Mm-hmm. They crept up on you guys.
If you're going to open fire, step outside the hide encampment area.
No. Sylph was gonna ask if one of you guys could alert the caravan, and I was gonna cast Dancing Light in their direction because I have a 100-foot radius. I could cast it on them to illuminate them, which will in turn blind them. They cannot see us anymore because there's lights in their face.
I wouldn't fully
Right.
blind them, but it would definitely put a light out there.
Yeah, we'd be able to see them.
Mm-hmm. So Roddy would nod and kind of go to wake up Darlin, knowing that he's probably the easier bet than waking up Ava, who might just be mad at them.
Yeah, he'll let him wake up Darling.
Yeah. So Roddy would kind of head over and knock on the door to the wagon that Darlin's kind of cooped himself up in, which is basically the supply wagon.
Mhm.
Darlin,
Morning already?
pretty close, but we've got a squad of orcs on the way in.
Oh,
I'm so not kidded for this.
And Gochin will go and try to like bump Darling, or not Darling, Dolgus.
Bulgus will keep sleeping.
You know that Dolgus spent a number of spells the prior day in order to ward the campsite.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah. Then he'll
You
go
have
to.
you have the access. You have access to unbuffed Chompy. That's what you have access to.
Yeah, 'cause that's why I was getting you to make sure that Chompy would be controlled.
Just point him out to Chompy, and Chompy will go ham on them. He won't be very controlled, but you know he'll go ham on them.
All right, then he'll wake up. Oh god. Ava instead.
All right, gonna go wake up Ava, who should have her full amount of sleep by this point. But actually, she's on keep watch as well, isn't she?
No,
that's
she
right.
actually went to bed.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, she's good. Yeah, so you wake her up, and Yeah.
She's got her full spells at this point.
Mm-hmm. Well, you'd need an hour of preparation, but yeah,
Okay.
because you
And
got to
next person-
prepare your list in the morning.
The next
Yeah.
person to go get is Athena after that.
So I'll get my spells back when I prepare. Okay. That's
Yeah.
fine.
You ready for the lights, Roddy?
Possibly. I think we were told not to do anything within the campsite, or else it might like break it.
Ah, right.
We angled the wagon so that way their openings were aimed inward to the campsite, so at least people could like hide within it. But
True.
Like, give me one more round to wake up Athena.
Okay.
why didn't you go wake up Athena, Sylph?
I was watching them in the woods.
But
Fuck.
I'm the one who spotted them.
But you went to wake up Darwin.
And they just bicker. And that's honestly where we're gonna hold the session for tonight.
Damn.
We'll start next session with an attempted orc squad ambush. But you know, who knows what these orcs hold for you guys.
Oh, they're gonna have some unadulterated loathing coming their way.
It should hopefully be cool. But I hope everybody had fun. We are out of Castle Everstan and on our way to Ghost Lake Marsh.
Oh yeah,
Yay.
it's gonna be,
Yeah.
it's gonna be sweet.
Gochen's gonna be like, I stayed up all night for this.
Still
You're
just
gonna-
wired up, dilated on coffee.
Yeah,
We got it.
you're gonna need to sleep on your way to wherever you go during the day.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you didn't? I thought he had keep watch on him too.
No, okay. So
You
even though you
did,
guys
and now
have
you're
Keep
going into
Watch,
combat.
but you're about to go into
Oh,
combat, so it
That's
breaks it.
right. I
Yep.
forgot. Okay.
It only
That's
breaks it
gonna
while you're inside the camp. If you guys step out, the camp will be fine.
No, that's
No,
hide
that's-
campsite.
Yeah, they're talking about
Keep
Keep Watch.
Yeah,
Watch.
which is what
the
keeps
keep
them
watch. The
awake.
moment we do something, it'll break keep watch.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that lesser thing, yes.
Yeah. So effectively, what you guys will be able to do is you'll be able to step outside of the wagon formation and then do all your things without breaking the campsite's magic. The way that I imagine that the campsite setup has basically been is that the three wagons have their back ends pointed inward to the circle of Hyde campsite, or the cube, I should say.
Mhm.
So that way people can exit and enter as they so please. But you know, your wagons are still visible to outside forces.
Yeah, did we make kind of like a U-shaped like barricade with wagons?
Kind of, not fully, but kind of. The horses are still out, able to graze. The wagons are still exposed to the viewings of others. But the main campfire, the people who are watching, are able to be obscured from sight, and any smaller tents that'll hold one-person people or people just sleeping in the elements will be able to hide within the campsites.
Oh, it's kind of like what Harry and all them did when they were running in the last movies. In
I'll
Harry
show
Potter.
I'll show you guys a map when we start up the next game and the formation that I
I'm
imagine.
gonna go. I'll tell
Yep.
you guys later.
Later.
Sleep here.
Later.
Good roleplay, guys.
Yes,
Proud
that
of
was
you.
good.
Yeah, and Gochen was accidentally nice to Roddy at first. And he's like, "Oh God, what am I doing?"
But I mean, with Roddy and Gochen, like they have known each other for a very long time. Even if Roddy's like fucked up, like I'm sure Gochen can at least see that in this instance he has been trying to do a little bit better.
Yeah,
that's
Roddy's not like a dead man in still size. He's just like
Mhm.
he's still the events led up to Chompy dying.
That was
Yeah.
not his fault.
I know.
Even
Well, the
his,
events leading up to it was Chompy rushing on his own accord, but because of Roddy, shit
Mhm.
took place.
Eve
Yeah,
has no
big-
confidence in anyone except Chompy. Chompy has been the most
Even
reliable.
Edna?
Yeah,
Damn.
even Edna.
Wow.
You know,
He
that's a good point.
reliably does his job.
Yeah. Edna has actually been a good person and has been helpful, and Chompy is reliable and eats things and is consistent at that. The two things she actually cares for.
He
I
likes
wouldn't say
consistent
care for, but
variables.
trusts. Yeah.
And makes a good garbage disposal.
Yeah,
It does.
Gulch is good at breaking stuff, and Darlin's good at breaking stuff, and Dolgus is good at summoning and breaking stuff, and Sylph
Gochin,
just is broken.
If Gochin was really that good at breaking things, then Ava wouldn't be taking damage. That's her opinion.
Same thing towards Sylph, I suppose.
Yeah,
Damn.
Poor Gochin.
that's Ava's opinion. Is like, if you were really that good, you wouldn't have let me get hurt again.
Wouldn't have made him or made her bleed her own blood.
Why am I
So did
bleeding? Why aren't
Gochin
they
and
bleeding
Ava
for
become
me?
friends like during this journey, or were they friends before in Trunau?
The way that I look
Gochin's
at it,
infamous.
yeah, the way that I look at it is that Gochin and Ava are relatively staples within, the society of Trunau. Because
Okay.
Gochin was Sarah's little brother, the person who's always trying to like do better. And it's a small town, so most everybody knows everybody to at least an acquaintance degree, right?
Yeah.
Ava, is a unique bloodline within Trunau, so of course she stirs, whispers, rumors, different things of that nature.
Hmm.
So it's not too far of a stretch to, go, when she showed up, she looked like shit. Like straight up, urchin from the street kind of mentality.
Oh wow.
Yeah, maybe a little bit worse.
Right. But
But yeah.
it's that like those kind of rumors permeate in Trunau, being the small town that it is. But, getting picked up by Gochin's sister-in-law as like a mentor to a, apprentice. Yeah, I'm sure that Ava and Gochin probably know each other to a decent degree. And maybe Gochin did something
She's,
stupid that
she's my
Ava's now
sister's friend, that sort of thing.
right.
Yeah, I didn't know Ava started out like that. I completely forgot about that. So for Ava, it's more like if you're useful and good at it, then you're okay.
Right. So it's that idea of like Gochin's probably fell more times than he's like ran. Ava's seen that in the past, and so like this is just their running thing. Gochin can never fully succeed in Ava's eyes, or at least that's what he's led to believe.
Yeah, that one time he gets that really good crit, she might even like tell him that he did a good job.
But like that's the kind of conditioning that Gochin's gotten throughout his life. It's the he commonly fucks up, but every once in a while he'll get that attaboy from somebody who he knows.
Yeah, they definitely give off like the sibling vibe.
Yeah, I think that's actually a good way of putting it. It was like the distant, much older sibling. Like, oh yeah, you're still a thing. Still failing your classes.
Yeah, you're still a thing.
Still failing your classes? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
That's
all right.
great.
That's awesome. I wanted to ask about the things that are going on in each of the player/characters' heads. Just touch base, get some ideas as to what's going on with people. Get some natural RP going on to, kind of share between you guys.
Yeah, we've kind of broken away from the RP a bit and went into more like action and like quick thinking mode.
It's been a while.
And then with this, it kind of slowed us down a bit to get back into the heads of our characters rather than the battle points of our characters.
I'm a little amused.
I mean,
that
isn't that what I did with the whole like, okay, pick a breeding partner, let's go.
Oh yeah,
You did? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was awesome.
That's why it's like you guys did some great RP tonight. Now somebody
That was
just has
such a Dolgus thing to do.
somebody just has to go check in on Edna because I don't think she's doing very well.
No, she's not.
She got an Atta girl from Ava, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Well, she was always like the silent type, other than like like the quick little one-liners. So Sylphus kind of just learned to let her be.
Well, yeah, but she's also like much more veteran, individual when it comes to the adventuring world. She and Darlin are kind of like the older, set of people within the party.
Yeah.
We don't know how old Dolgus is. Dolgus just is an entity that exists.
Well, I mean, Dolgus doesn't even know how he is, because remember, his part of his story involves amnesia in the swamp where he was found by the lizard folk, and just assumed he was one of them.
I don't even remember how old Sylph is.
Yeah. But I gotta hop off, guys. So, y'all
All
have a
right.
good night.
Yep. See you
Good night.
tomorrow.
See you.
Alright, see it.